Before they go see me, I go run. Challenge to see me, I go run. But failure see me, I go baba. Cause I'm a beauty baba. Sickness go see me, I go run. Verbal side when I see my face so. Actor when I know my face so. Cause I'm a beauty baba. I'm a brand new man, I am a king. I'm born again, never the same. Holy one, yes, you never change. The words are everlasting. Holy go fire, fire. I salute you, ancients of day. You never let me down again. I'm enjoying my heritage. Before they go see me, I go run. Challenge to see me, I go run. But failure see me, I go baba. Cause I'm a beauty baba. Sickness to see me, I go run. Verbal side when I see my face so. Actor when I know my face so. Cause I'm a beauty baba. I'm from above and not beneath. I'm a victor, I never lose so. Take all their regular at me. I'm walking wisdom every day. I see my blessings body, change my morning into dancing. I'm changing my level, you will never see me to struggle. Before they go see me, I go run. Challenge to see me, I go run. But failure see me, I go baba. Cause I'm a beauty baba. Sickness to see me, I go run. Verbal side when I see my face so. Actor when I know my face so. Cause I'm a beauty baba. Holy Ghost fire. Holy Ghost fire. Holy Ghost fire. Holy Ghost fire. Counting my blessings. Never move from behind me. Holy Ghost fire. You don't know me. Ghost fire. Holy Ghost fire. Challenge to see me, I go run. But failure see me, I go baba. Cause I'm a beauty baba. Sickness to see me, I go run. Verbal side when I see my face so. Actor when I know my face so. Cause I'm a beauty baba. My God can't help me. You always with me. You never leave me.
It's Chai Keys on the beat.
Are you ready now? Skip the bamba. Na 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 na. Oh na na. Yeah yeah. Oh na na. Yeah yeah. Oh na na. Oh yeah yeah. Oh na na. Jehovah over you. Papa, you too good, Jehovah, you too good, Papa, you too kind, Miracle working God, give you all the praise, give you all the glory, you alone deserve it. You put my enemies under my feet, because I have you, I face no defeat. Higher and higher, I give you the praise and I give you the honor because you're the king. You love me personally. See the testimony. You get the glory. You get the honor and everything. Yeah, you love me personally. See the testimony. You get the glory. You get the honor and everything. Oh, Papa, you too good, Jehovah, you too kind, see the things that you done for me. Papa, you too kind,
The good things that you they do, you just scatter my head, Baba me, oh, the many blessings you bless me. I cannot tell it all. I thank you. You love me personally. See the testimony. You get the glory, Lord. You know you love me personally. testimony. You get a glory, Lord. Yeah. I'm on you too right now. Oh, you let me out of I'm on you too good, Lord. Oh, you never told me, Lord. Yeah. I'm on you too right now.
Are you ready? Oh, now. You love me personally. See the testimony. You got the glory. You got the honor and everything else.
You love me personally. You know me personally. You get the glory, Lord. Hey,
Yeah, over you. Over you.
Jehovah, over you.
Yeah. Jehovah, over you. Papa, you too kind of.
You too good.
Oh,
Jehovah, over you.
the blessings about it.
Jehovah, over you.
The blessings about you. Jehovah, you too kind of. Yeah. Papa, you too kind of. You too kind of.
Microphone. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. And today, the whole of the weekend we had technical issue. We couldn't be on time and stuff like that. But today we are on time. At least we are on time. I got 3:44 on my side, which means it's 9:44. No, wait a minute. I think we gain 1 hour. It means it's 8:44 on our side because it looks like we gain 1 hour on our side. I was looking at my watch in my car this morning. My car was late. My watch was early. So we want to say thank you for being there always. Today we are going to be discussing national politics as well. We got some human interest stuff. Remember, we have an added program on on our program that says uh, letter to the wise man, and we're going to be discussing the human interest issue very soon. Once our panelists are here, we are going to go into the human interest issues because it's very good. I mean, yeah, yesterday we discussed one of the letters that was sent to us, and it was stimulating. It was really stimulating. Today we have a 15-year-old. Now she's no longer a 15-year-old. She sent us a letter that she was raped by her mother's friend, a guy who is about 38 years old. Uh, and then this guy, having raped her, she was 15 when he did that. Um, he definitely was afraid to go to jail. He begged family members not to call the police, and the family pressured the girl into he pressured the family to pressure the girl into marrying him. Once he married her, then there will be no rape case against him. Finally, the girl was able to marry him. Now he is mugging, making mockery of the girl, making mockery of the girl. He making mockery of the girl. Okay, so the girl is thinking about reporting the case to the police, but she's afraid that maybe it will hook her mother, her father, the other members of the family, and whether the law is going to take its course, whether it is even necessary to do that. When the husband go to jail, what will happen to her 1-year-old son, and all of that. But she doesn't like the fact that the guy is mugging her, making mockery of her. He using what he did against her to victimize her, to mock her. We also have a lot of issues. I'm waiting for Sheku. I don't know if Sheku is in studio or wherever he is. Uh, I don't know what's going on, but uh, we I'm trying to contact him to see if he's in studio so he can come on. I think our correspondent report is almost done here. I think our correspondent report is almost done here. But in the meantime, what we're going to be talking about. Look, I I read a post that wasn't John Malu. I read a post that wasn't John Malu, but it looks pretty much intensive in terms of criticism against the Bouaka administration. As you know, John Malu is one of the supporters, strong supporters of Joseph Boakai, and he raised a lot of money for Joseph Boakai. He was the financial man for Joseph Boakai. He was collecting the money. He was talking to people. I'm not sure why John Malu is still not in government. I'm not sure why, but it kind of a little bit shocked me because he should be one of those very uh, individuals who many people still believe still got integrity to be in government to do the right thing. Is it because that he is not sure that he's going to excel if he were in government? He's not in government. I don't know why he's not in government, but he's not in government. So it is unfortunate that we are seeing John Molu not still in government. I don't know whether they are preparing him to get in government. But John Molu issued a disclaimer uh, that through he had an interview with the front page and said that he didn't know anything about the criticism, the letter that was written or the article that was written on social media criticizing Joseph Boakai, that the asset recovery team that was appointed by Joseph Boakai was not the right way to go. But even if John Molu did not say so, there's another group that says it's on our website here. Let me see if I can pull that from our website. It's on our website here. Let me see if I can pull that from our website, and I will most definitely, I will read that to you here, and we play the video. We play the video from uh, the individual, the center. Center is the Center for Transparency and Accountability in Liberia. Uh, they said that the asset recovery team is not it's not the right way for Joseph Boakai to set up an asset recovery team. They believe that it should be the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission that should be heading, or that should be empowered uh, to collect government money to go after corrupt officials. So the duplicity of function. So if we and I agree with Gonko, I mean Miame argument is, but let's play the video first. Let's play the video first, and then we'll come to what Miame says. Okay, let's play the video first, and then we come to what Mema said.
Are dissolved and funds directed to support LACC, especially the Asset Recovery Unit of the Commission, as President Bouacar acted against his initial plan of commissioning international auditors and became confident in the General Auditing Commission's ability to deliver. We believe that similar wisdom can be applied to repose confidence in the LACC in fulfillment of its mandate. Two, if the task force must be maintained, it has to be led by the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission and not exclusive of the commission as it is currently. Also, members appointed to the task force must have track records of integrity and be perceived to be independent and or politically neutral. Finally, we encourage the government to respect the mandates of existing anti-corruption institutions and remain engaged with them in making decisions bordering on their mandate areas if the desired results or outcomes must be achieved. Thank you.
That was a great point there by Miame. Miame. He is arguing a very great point. Okay, he's arguing a very great point. His point is we have the Anti-Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission. So if we have the Anti-Corruption Commission, why are you setting up another commission that will do the same job that the Anti-Corruption Commission is going to do, or is legally established to do? So then what will be the job of the Anti-Corruption Commission if we have another presidential committee set up to go after anti-corruption issues or government stolen money, government stolen property, or illegal properties that people are, taking in the name of government, or people who stole from government to go after them? If JMB is going to set up a new commission to do that job, what kind of job the LACC then going to do? So why are we paying LACC? Why are we giving money to people at LACC, the commissioners? Why are we paying them lofty, hefty salary? Why are we giving them all the money if President Bouacar will not allow them to do their job? So what job that is the Asset Recovery Commission will do that the LACC will not do? The LACC was created by law, and it was tasked with the responsibility to go after corruption, to go after corrupt actors, to go after graft, to go after embezzlers, to chase people who are in government but are stealing government money, to chase people who are taking government property for themselves. That is what the commission is established to do. So if Joseph Bouacar is not allowing that commission to do its work, no, this is serious, guys. If Joseph Bouacar will not allow this commission to do its work, then why is it we are paying these people? Why should we pay them? Why should we pay them? It's not fair to Liberia. It's not fair to taxpayers, because now. So here's the thing. We are paying two different group of people now. We are paying two different group of people to do the same job. We are paying the LACC, the commissioners, the employees, the technocrats, the technicians, if you want, the accountant, the investigators. We are paying them at the LACC, the Liberian people money. They are being paid to do their job. But then Joseph Bouacar has appointed another group of people. Let me show you. Let me show you the people, the amount of people we are going to be paying again. The amount of people that will be paid again to do the work that the Anti-Corruption Commission is supposed to do. So let's look at a number of people that's supposed to be on that commission. This is really It's not fair to Liberian people. This is why our country doesn't go anywhere, because every time when one government says and one candidate says the government in power is corrupt, they don't know what they are doing. We have been in power for 42 years and we can do far better than these people. Then what happens? When they come there, they do just exactly the same thing. Let me show you why it is not a fair, it's not a fair practice by the government of Liberia to appoint another group of people. Look at this. Look at the commission that Joseph Boakai appointed. He appointed 15 people, or up maybe 11 or 12 people who are supposed to be on the asset recovery. The chairman of that group is Edwin Clark Martin, Councillor Edwin Clark Martin. We have Maima Roberts, vice chairperson. We got Alexander Coffey, member of special advisor. We have Martin Colley, good governance activist. We have Admin Dempster. We have Emmanuel Gonkwe from the economic freedom fighter, something, economic freedom fighter, something like that. We got Dr. Rennie Jackson. We have Angel Andrews, Victoria Moisama. We have George Moore. We have John Mulbach B. We have Trucan Martin Allen. And we have a representative from the General Services Agency. We have a representative from the Liberian National Police. We have a representative from the Ministry of Justice. So there are 15 human beings, 15 Liberians, 15 Liberians that we are going to be paying again to do the job that LSCC is doing already. So how important is it? The LSCC has an act that created this organization. It's an anti-graft, anti-corruption commission. The name alone, look at the name. Anti-corruption commission. Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission. What this asset declaration team is doing is to go after, listen, what they're going to do. The announced asset recovery and property retrieval core team. So if people steal government property, that's corruption. Because corruption is not just somebody bribing you in the office. Corruption is not just when you're supposed to, they come, you know, sign a document and you go and ask for kickback. It's not just that. If you take government property and take it for yourself, it's stealing. That's corruption. The government the government gave you a typewriter for you to use to do government's work. You take the typewriter and take it to your house or take it to your private office. That's corruption. Stealing government money, taking government property without a proper legal premise or proper premise. That's corruption. That's the job of the Anti-Corruption Commission. So if we are going to be paying them, then why are we paying them? If Joseph Boakai is going to set up another committee of 15 people, that government is going to be paying again. Now listen, and that commission that was set up, the Asset Recovery Commission, trust me, is going to be fully funded. They're going to be giving vehicle, they're going to be giving gasoline, they're going to be giving different things to be able to do their job. Because before you go after government property, you have to be totally mobile. You can't just go after government property and you're not mobile. No. So the government is going to spend money. So thousands of dollars are going to be funneled into their work. But thousands of dollars are already being funneled into the LSCC. Oh God. I don't know. God. I sometimes wonder whether Liberia can ever be uh, a country that we all can be proud of. Uh, that we all can say, yes, we have a country. We have a country, and this country is moving, it's working. I don't know whether we can reach to that point. It is unfortunate, ladies and gentlemen. It's unfortunate that how how can you have two institutions doing the same job? How can you have two institutions doing the same job? Eh? How will you commission a how will you commission a committee, and the committee is doing the work of an organization that has the statutory responsibility to do the work? Why is it that Joseph Barker could not call the commissioner, the head of the anti-corruption commission, and say, you come here, look, I want you people to, yes, thank you, Arthur Solo, I want you people to go after government property that are in the possession of individuals. And I gave you people 2 weeks to give me a result. I want you to go in 1 more time. I want to make sure that everyone who are holding government property will return every vehicle, every typewriter, every computer that is taken away from government office. You go after them from ministry to ministry. Let the commission get into work. Is that not what we're paying there for? Okay, so you establish a new commission, and the new commission is going to be doing exactly what LSC is going to be doing. And then after that, they dissolve them because it's a presidential ad hoc committee. It's not. It's an ad hoc commission. It's not a standing commission. It was not established by an act of the legislature. It's not established by law. It's established by executive order. Executive order has purposes. They can get the purpose of that executive order when it expires. They have tenure. So executive orders are also laws. They are complementary laws, which I know that they are complementary laws, but they have time span. Their executive order can be changed by another president, but laws cannot be the act or created by law, or any institution created by law. That institution cannot be squashed out immediately because somebody else, Joseph Baga, leave office, might become president and say, I don't want anti-corruption commission rule. You're moving from there, you're bring new people. They don't do that. But that particular commission that Joseph Baga established, just in case, if somebody, let's say Jeremiah Baga retire tomorrow and say, Jeremiah, I'm old, and I think we need somebody who is more agile. Let's put Jeremiah Kuhn so he can carry on the job that we've started. And Jeremiah Kuhn becomes the president. Jeremiah Kuhn can issue a senior executive order and reverse that whole thing, and that commission no longer exists. But let me tell you something. This is where the eating comes in, because commissions most of the time they don't go after commission to audit them. They have special kind of job. They give big budgets to government. Oh, we need $200,000, and in the $200,000, we will individual commissions will be paid honorarium. They don't say salary. They get all kind of words to use to steal honorarium, all kind of things. And then we need vehicle. We need 5 vehicles for our team. We are divided ourselves. We are 15. We divide ourselves into 5, and these people be going after this people. Why are you paying 2 group of people for the same job? Why are you paying the anti-corruption commission? Why will you be paying another commission to do the same exact job that anti-corruption commission can do? Why are we lavishing money on nothingness? Yeah. I mean, Charlatan is right. You know. And you say Joseph Baga's committee comprises of people who have no job openings left. You have to throw them somewhere. What become of the LSCC with prosecutorial power. And I was just telling you, they have their right, they have the job. They have the right, they have the power. These people were established by law. They have a statutory responsibility. Hey, they have the statutory responsibility. But no, you're not going to use them. You're going to do another committee. And that committee, you're going to fund the money to that committee. That's how they post it, though. Let me just tell you now. That committee will be the conduit for stealing. Because most of the time, committees that are set up by the president are not often audited. Do you think the National Auditing Commission will go after that committee and say, you're coming, audit your? It means auditing the office of the president. That's how they steal. All the committees set up by president that report directly to the president, they are usually not audited. They are usually above the auditing commission. Usually. They don't call them. They don't audit them. They do what they want to do. They steal any money. The government can allocate any amount of money to them. They always got justification before you go to them. They're reporting directly to the president. You want to audit them? They tell you to go get authorization from the president. I'm sorry, we cannot submit to you until the president gives us authorization. You're going to force the president to submit his own committee to audit that they are reporting to him. They're reporting to him. So how can you audit the man who he part and parcel of the process? They report to you. Then they say they can audit that committee. How many presidents will audit their own committee? Because that's where the stealing is, the real stealing. That's where it is. You hear their budget. You hear the kind of budget the people are going to put forward. For a huge budget. And that budget means nothing. They will not do anything. They will not get nothing more than what the LCC can do. We weaken the institutions that we created to do the job. We weaken the institutions. We weaken the institutions that are created. And not only that we weaken these institutions, and more unfortunately, is that even the institutions that are created, the Joseph Boakai government is doing everything to subvert those institutions. Even the institutions that are created, those tenure positions. Those tenure positions. Right now, Joseph Boakai is fighting hard to remove everyone at the LSCC, LTA, because they want to put their own people. How can you force people into those positions? How can you force? Well, if you want to buy them out, why don't you spend that money on something else? Why don't you spend that money on something else? This is why I always tell people, we are wasting our time always. We are wasting our time always. Yeke Koluba has been making some really strong comments about Joseph Boakai and his conduct as president, Republic of Liberia. Bad conduct as a president, doing things you got no business doing just because you want to satisfy yourself. And people, I didn't like Yeke Koluba, especially only when he cussed him. When he cussed Joseph Boakai, I not like him. Let me just tell you now. You can talk tough. I don't care. You can talk tough. You can talk any way you want to talk about. When you start cussing Joseph Boakai, then I don't like him. When you start cussing George, the same reason. Once you started cussing George, I don't like him. That's how I look. I don't think it has reached to the level where it will be insulting the president just because we disagree with the president. We insult our president just because we disagree with the president. That's what I don't like. But Yeke Kolba been saying the right thing. Been saying the right thing. He been telling us the things that Joseph Boakai is doing. And listen, who else can you believe? Listen, guys, this is not fun. When we were doing the campaign, let me backpedal a little bit. When we were doing campaign, we told you that Joseph Boakai would not be any different if you thought just George Weah was not good. Joseph Boakai won't be any different. In fact, some of us, we told you that Joseph Boakai would be worse. We told you that Joseph Boakai would be worse. That's what we said. Well, you didn't believe us. Now I know you believe us now. Because if you thought George Weah was that, what Joseph Boakai is doing, he's making George Weah even more popular. If George Weah were to decide today and say, I'm coming back to contest, the flock of people, in fact, United Party people themselves, they will kick Joseph Boakai on the side and go after George Weah to make him president back. Because Joseph Boakai has made George Weah a king. Joseph Boakai has made George Weah a king. That's what has happened. And those of you who still believe that Joseph Boakai will do something, I'm sorry, guys. There's nothing that Joseph Boakai will do here. I can tell you for sure, it will keep getting worse. You know why it will keep getting worse? There are people who are with Joseph Boakai who do not have, they only want themselves, only want to certify themselves. I don't know how much more can we say this. The people just want themselves. But Joseph Boakai has the ability. Does he have the ability to put them in check? No, he doesn't. He depends on them. Not only that he depends on them to do the work that he's supposed to do, he depends on them physically. Everything that he wants to do, they are the one that he looks up to. You know, somebody used to say to me, "Oh, Joshua ain't get brain. Joshua brain, Samuel Tue and Magay." Well, if you think Joshua didn't have brain, then you better check out Joseph Boakai. I'm trying to download the video, the Yeka video. I want to play you the Yeka video. I know some of you have watched it, but I want to play it for a reason. I want to play it for a reason. So you know there's something Yekeb said, and I want it to get into your ears. Some people, when they're speaking, most people, they don't pay attention. They don't pick up things, but for me, I'm good at picking stuff. So I'm preparing the video. I'm uploading the video. And as soon as the video is uploaded, I'm going to get that video on the screen. We will play that video. Or in fact, I think I have, instead of uploading it, I think I can just do like this. I will just do like that. I will play from this perspective while it is uploading, and I will keep it for another broadcast another day. But let me do it like this. Let me put it on here so we all can see what we are talking about.
But instead, Joseph Boakai called somebody that because the person insulted me, Joseph Boakai called the person to appreciate them. And let me say, Joseph Boakai, the war between you and myself has started. Because your attitude is becoming very unbecoming, and you are acting very, very reckless and irresponsible as a president. The situation between you and myself, the fight that you got issues, you got people that will honor the ring, providing security for you. The fight that you got those nurses that stood openly to say you hammer down my vote, I will hammer down. I mean, you hammer down my salary, I will hammer down your vote. You have not called those people, but instead you are appreciating somebody that got on national radio and say my man ain't bombing good. And just about that question going to you, that woman was icing. Because you have become an irresponsible. You know, people always say Joseph Baga, oh, the old man, that old man is very, very reckless and irresponsible. Joseph Baga, oh, no apology for my statement. You know, I saw some of your people, they say, if you don't slow down with the security people will harass you. Joseph Baga, I dare them. Like you have appreciated somebody for insulting my mother, I will deal with you. And the process has started. We see people irresponsible people that young then sit down. All they want is to implore their family people. Irresponsible people like they don't then sit down. All they want is to implore their family people so they don't have interest in what's going on in the country. Joseph Baga is saying you less basic are ready for you. The fight between you and I hear people, oh, yeah, again, Joseph Baga went to freedom. I don't want with Joseph Baga. Joseph Baga and Master can never go nowhere because everywhere you go, he will be sleeping. He don't even know what happened in his own government. To the point where he appointed people to LTA when the court, they have refused you, Joseph Baga. You say you work for 12 years. You work for the 5 years, you disrespecting the court. The court sent for you, then you went, what a man wrote letter by directive of the president, the people she needs to make and explain it to LTA. You who? You saw people in tenure position as you, Joseph Baga, only you are vice president. Your brother tenure position, you don't want to respect it. When you respect it, and when you disrespect the tenure power, will disrespect you.
Let's look at what Yeke said. Let's go back to what Yeke said. There are two things he said, and I want you to pick up on them. The first thing he said, you are reckless and you are not in control of your own government. That particular statement is checked. That particular statement is checked. You are reckless and you are not in control of your own government. That statement is checked. That's what Yeke said. You are reckless and you are not in control of your own government. How false is it? I know that Joseph Baga government is himself is reckless. Reckless means careless. You know how I managed to know? Look at the way the appointment processes are going. You appoint someone today to this position. Tomorrow you remove them and put them to the other position. The after tomorrow you move them and put the other position. You put two people in the same position. You appoint two people in another position. How can you appoint people to the tenure position? Wait, what is it that they people? Anyway, we got Sheku here. Sheku, I think the time changed on my side. The time changed on my side. And then because the time changed, I came on early. Now I came on early now. When I realized I can't move.
You be here, you're not going nowhere.
It's so shameful. Sheku, I forgot this. I forgot this morning. I will carry my son to school. My car, it got a regular time. Then my wife finished cheating. I said, but wait now. So we gain 1 hour already. So what used to be 3 o'clock now is will be 4 o'clock. I forgot. Yeah, me here come here. I tell the post say Sheku wasting time. He's will be here, not here. But I remember I said, oh my God, what am I doing here? Okay, let me give it to Sheku. Sheku, take it from me.
Oh,
man. Our jet now, I had to continue with the thing I want to talk. But go ahead. I'm listening. I'm here.
And of course, folks, I
Uh,
like to say good evening, good morning, good afternoon to all of you out there, whatever you're doing, however you're doing it. And let me say welcome, and let's have some powerful and beautiful time together right here this evening. The time check in Liberia is 9:21. It's 21 minutes after 9 o'clock. And there are a couple of issues that we're going to be looking at today. If you check the heading of our broadcast, it's Rich and Gibson Jeru happen to be the official host of this program while I'm here in Liberia as the co-host. We'll be going over to our correspondent Dex tonight. Once again, know exactly what's happening there in Liberia and some of the stories being posted in our rooms tonight. I hope our guys will be ready to give us information. Centaur 1 LACC Head Asset Recovery Committee, Agnes Dyson in this one. It has already been posted on our website, blazenews.com. If you go there right now, you will find the story there. And we have Musa A. Musa from Grand Bassa County. He's reporting the police commander warns business people um, from selling what? From selling alcohol at cemetery on decoration day. From selling alcohol at cemetery on decoration day. They can go and order that liquor. Wow, that's crazy. Then Ramsey Clark from Bond County says, "Say
is it,
liquor."
is it ST? Is it ST here? They met in the Dana change.
Oh my God.
ST. I was here 1 hour early.
Okay.
I didn't know the time change. I forgot.
Oh, yeah, time change.
The time change within 1 hour. So I was here 1 hour completely. Why second not coming? Look at the time here.
You know, I thought of, no. I thought about it yesterday because yesterday you kept saying, oh no, after I said, but this show's supposed to be ending now. You said, oh no, we got still 1 hour. I'm like, I said, okay. I didn't understand what that meant because I knew something was up.
Yeah, but yeah, usually you're not here for correspondent report. Now you're here for correspondent report.
I've been here for correspondent report before, so yeah, I want to hear some of the report.
Okay. All right. Okay, let's go to Segu. Segu, take it from us. We'll be watching you while you do your thing.
Yeah, definitely. The regional program officer, neighbor partners for democratic development, Prince Kobo, has charged journalists in Bond County to intensify awareness on Local Governance Act of 2018. It's a wonderful document. We're going to be going over to Ramsey Clark in Bond County so that we can get that story there. And let's see what we have here from Benson Mattis Moko. He reported that the two persons were arrested for what? Up to now, others are on the run and are still waiting the details to be published. Okay, so but then Mark Maliki Rogers is also giving us a report that police in Grand Cape County today forwarded to court the fellow who pushed the 7 month old pregnant woman that led to her death. The police earlier charged him with manslaughter. So these are stories I'm seeing that our correspondent have already sent in the room. So first thing first, we're going to go over to Mark Maliki Rogers. I hope Mark will give us time today. Anyway, he's always punctual. But I'm sure he's going to give us some time today. So let's see if we can get Mark Rogers right now. As soon as we get him, we will definitely bring him over to you, the public out there. My name is Sheikh Koroma, ST, Salif, Ato Solo. They are all set listening to the correspondent report. Unfortunately, we can't get Mark. But let's go over to bring Musa Alexander Musa from Grand Bassa County. If we can have him, that would be a very good thing for us tonight. Yeah. Musa Alexander Musa is reporting that nobody sell liquor to cemetery tomorrow. That's what the police commander said. So Musa Alexander Musa is our Grand Bassa County correspondent. He's on the line right now. Musa, how are you tonight?
Let me say good evening, hello to everyone following the conversation. No, I'm overwhelmed to be live tonight.
Welcome. Tell us what's going on in Grand Bassa County. Earlier, I saw in the chat room that the police commander of that county, in Grand Bassa, I'm saying, has warned everyone not to sell alcohol at the Simin 3 on tomorrow. Is it a big news? Tell us why it's being posted tonight in the chat room.
Thank you. So it's a big news. So I'll take you back to live, a decoration day in 2023, where in various cemetery, the Lokin Cemetery, the Koningatan Cemetery, the Sugarcane Farm Cemetery, Dark Forest Cemetery, and even the Edana Cemetery, the Upper Buchanan Cemetery, where there were like quote unquote a blood battle, where you see people were plotting over grave and all like that. And so based on that, the commander of the LMP, William Johnson, in his own ingenuity has said, I believe that what transpired last year actually happened based on, some level of consumption of alcoholic beverages. So based on that, he come to inform the public that in the issue of selling alcoholic beverages at the different cemeteries across Grand Bassa County is prohibited because he want for peaceful, a decoration day to be back. He don't want to see a repeat of what transpired last year and other years back. So he have ordered his guy to be vigilant to seize every alcoholic beverage that is sold at any cemetery tomorrow in Grand Bassa County. And so he called on community dwellers, calling on zone leaders, business practitioners, especially, who will be pouring in at the different cemetery to sell, their drinks, to do away with carrying alcoholic beverages, because the guys are out and ready in making sure to seize every alcoholic beverage that will be sold at any cemetery tomorrow in Grand Bassa County. So he said he made it, and he, according to him, he has informed all of the gentlemen. And in fact, as we speak, not too long, I saw his pickup passing. According to him, he started patrolling already at the different cemetery to see, because some people early in the morning, about 6 o'clock, that's the time they can pull in at the different cemetery. We have different drinks to sell, to make more money. But he's saying tomorrow it's a different ball game. So he's calling on the public to adhere to the caution.
Besides the issue of selling alcoholic beverages tomorrow, Decoration Day, is there any other touching story that you'd like to report from Grand Bassa County tonight?
Sure. One thing is that the National Port Authority, dismissing the Buchanan Port Director, Civica Soaking Basigia, citizens of Bassa, especially people who believe in his ideology, are calling on him, to show face, at any liquor area, any liquor court, to prove its innocence on grounds that he's been dismissed, as some are saying been dismissed based on political alignment, while others are saying been dismissed because he actually was involved into, financial misappropriation and all like that. And so people who believe in ideology and people who are patriots are saying, look, Mr. Civica Soaking Basigia, I believe in you being, a leadership expert, calling on you, to open up to any investigation that the governor of Liberia will call for. As you may be aware, a recent, governor of Liberia, expelled about 10 to 12 persons, with 2 being sons of Bassa, Martin Sise, who was the port coordinator of Grand Bassa County, and Soki Civica Basigia, who was the port director of Grand Bassa. The citizens of Bassa are calling on the both of them, to open up to investigation and see what went wrong.
Thank you very much tonight for talking to us.
Thanks for having me.
Musa Alexander Musa from Grand Bassa County. Let's now go over to Magibi County and bring on Benson Matis Moko. Benson is going to be telling us tonight, with information reaching our decks, that 2 persons have been arrested already, while they have 21 persons at large for misappropriation of finances at the Ministry of Health in Mangibi County. He reported that few days ago, but as soon as we get him tonight, we'll bring him over to you. Folks, if you're just joining us, I'd like to say good evening and welcome. My name is Sheku Koroma. ST Salif is a panelist on this program, The Talking Point. Arthur Solo is also another panelist, and Gibson Jeru happened to be the official host of this program, while I'm here in Liberia as the co-host. Just to have you informed that Blaze Communication Network is moving very fast and faster and faster. Blaze Network is now having a legal status in Liberia, with its article of incorporation being done completely and that of the business registration certificate being set. And Blaze now have a team number in Liberia. Hopefully in April, which we decided to do this March, but due to some, I don't know how to put it, but we are anticipating that first week or second week in April, Blazed will be blazing here in Monrovia. Benson is not picking. We will go over to Ramsey Clark in Bond County and see if we can bring Ramsey Clark to tell us what's happening in Bond County, Banga City. So those of you joining us would like to say welcome and welcome here tonight. We're not going to waste time. The bench is already set up with our panelists, and they are prepared to go into discussion tonight on this program. As soon as we get Ramsey, we'll bring Ramsey over to you. We need to know exactly what's going on there in Bond County. Our correspondent, I think we have to put in the chat room, Mr. Gibson Jeru. They are being a little bit reluctant these few days. We got few persons reporting, and the other people, when you get to them, they don't give you what you want. The phone will ring, but then before you look, they already play story in the chat room. That's not what we are really intending for this program. We want them to give us their voices so that we know exactly what they are going to. We'll go over to Montserrat County and see if we can pick up Henry Mano. Is our Montserrat County correspondent. Let's see what we can get him tonight on the program. Those of you just joining us, let me say good evening, good morning, good afternoon from wherever you are watching from. Let's have some time together here tonight. Okay, Henry Manon is not picking up. We have to go over to Maryland County and pick up Mark Nimpan. Mark Nimpan will be giving us information tonight, unfolding information from that part of Maryland County. So as soon as we get Mark Nimpan, we're also pushing through tonight on this program. Mark Nimpan, where are you? I wanted to play game today, but that will not have us to be stopped from program. Mark Nimpan is on the line from Maryland County. Mark, how are you tonight?
I'm doing good. Let me say thanks to Kanye for joining Maryland County at this time.
Thank you very much, Mark. Go ahead. Tell us what's happening in Maryland County tonight.
In Maryland County, people to be perceived from where I reside and other places surrounding people. There are a lot of issues raising from citizens concerning the old banknotes changes. And of course, we had a regular program on one of the local community radio, Voice of True Call, the draft time show that runs from 4 to 6 o'clock from mornings to Friday. And of course, citizens have raised issues concerning the changes of the money. Some of them say Central Bank of Liberia is not doing the rightful thing in terms of the changes of the money. And they are looking at the time, that this time is very short. So they are asking Central Bank to extend the program to maybe next month, which will be April, in terms of the changes of the money, because some of them live Grand Crew, some of them live River G. They don't have access to just change the money. And you don't have bank in River G, you don't have a bank in Grand Creek County where some of the business owners have extended branches. And now Central Bank is saying that the money will be expired on the 31st of this month. Next month, there will be no use of the old bank notes in Liberia. So citizens are crying and calling on Central Bank to see reason to extend the time so as to make them to change the money, because we only have two commercial banks in Maryland County that runs from 9 o'clock to 2 o'clock. And right after 2, you won't be able to access the bank. And someone living from Grand Creek County to come to Maryland is a bit distant.
Okay.
Where maybe from Barclayville to Plebo is about 4 to 5 hours or ride. Whereas the price of the gasoline in Plebo is also on a high increase.
Okay.
Where citizens are crying on government officials.
How much exactly is the price of gasoline right now in Plebo?
The current price for 1 gallon of gasoline is $2,000 Liberian.
You can't be serious.
$500 Liberian for that little cup, which is the point is $500 Liberian. Half gallon is 1,000. 1 gallon is $2,000 Liberian in the city of Plebo, where I reside.
And the rain has not even started falling yet.
Yes.
Jesus.
We are still in a dry season, and citizens are crying for the price of the gasoline. And people from the rural area like Grand Creek County, depending on Plebo, Maryland County, for a bit survival, saying gasoline is around $3,000 before leaving from Grand Creek to Plebo is a distance. So they are appealing to Central Bank to extend the time for the money aspect. But we spoke with the communication director, which is Mr. Zio, who is the communication director for Central Bank of Liberia, and he told us that they don't have a time now to extend the time, to postpone the time to April, because they gave a deadline since last year, and citizens need to have coped with the system.
Thank you.
Asking concerning other counties that don't have banks, he said they should take an initiative to come to Plebo, or they will make sure to come and install other places where citizens will be able to change the money. But citizens are saying they're looking at the time. When Central Bank will leave from Monrovia to come before installing area in various counties that they can be able to change the money. So there's serious issues in Maryland and other part of Maryland County.
Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure.
Okay. Jala Griffith posted on his Facebook page today, folks, asking a very big question. Why is it March 30th is the deadline for the changing of this money? And the banks in Liberia are still giving the same old money to people. What's their intention? We'll now see whether we can go over to Bomi County, where we will have our correspondent there. We hope to get him tonight. Bomi County correspondent was jokingly putting up something. Oh, my man, I get my small thing at the end of the month. I said, oh, don't worry. The people who are responsible for that, probably maybe your mobile money account has not been sent in. Yeah, see with Henry Boluma. But let's see if we can get Mohammed Sharif tonight from Bomi County. We hope we have him tonight on this program to tell us exactly what's happening there in Tottenham, Bomi City. Hopefully next week. I was fortunate to have attend a one-day forum with community radio journalists in Carisborough. So hopefully next week we'll be having Lofa County, Grand Crew County, and Riverside County. We'll talk to one lady who will be our correspondent for Riverside. Hopefully next week, when I conclude with them, then we'll be having Lofa, Grand Crew, and Riverside to be added to the correspondent list. Mohammed Sharif is not picking up his phone tonight. We'll go over to Henry Boluma. We need to have a conference call tomorrow if we can, to have a meeting with all of our correspondents. Yes, what's going on? Let's see whether we can pick someone else from. Yes, we are now going over to Bapolu County. I saw Henry Boluma in Monrovia 2 days ago, but I don't know whether he's gone back to Bapolu. I hope so. Let me try his number and see whether we can get him over tonight. If we can, that would be a good thing for us. If you're just joining us, welcome, welcome, and welcome. Mr. Jeru, I sent you a picture just now. I think you're a lawyer. You better understand what that means. I'm not a lawyer. I don't have a background in that anyway. Okay, so once again, let me see what I can go over to Banga Bonkate. Try to get not Boluma, but Ramsey Clark if we can. Then better for us. If not, we're going to hold it today and then settle our correspondent base tomorrow and reactivate ourselves. Yeah. Ramsey Clark is. Hope we get Ramsey tonight. Hope we actually get Ramsey tonight. If not. Okay. So we're going to hold a correspondent line like this. And then we turn over to Gibson W. Jeru for the continuation of this program.
Where did you send a picture?
Please check Messenger.
Okay, I will check the Messenger. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. We are glad to be back here, and we have our social issue today. We're going to take at least 30 minutes. In fact, thank God that we have enough time left for our correspondent report, and we'll use part of that time to talk about our social issue. We have a 15-year-old girl. In fact, she's 20 now, based on the letter, who was raped when she was 15, and her mother and the guy, they pressure her into marrying the guy. Now the guy is making mockery of her. We're going to read that entire letter today. Reading the letter after we talked about it yesterday. I got pissed. To be honest with you, I got pissed. And this will go to all. Look, her story tells me, anybody you come to my house, you tell my daughter, say that your wife, I will put slap in your ear. That girl's story, what she told me, what I read is I'm going to put it on the screen right now. Sego, play me one song, and then we'll be right back. Play me one song. We'll be right back.
Be a Grandian song or any song.
Any song, video, any song. I don't want to play. I don't want for my man to take water and drink because I don't want it to pass out.
Okay, good. Let me bring you latest music from Liberia.
You got video, say play the video. If you have video, play the video.
Yeah, I am trying to do that.
You always play your cassava leaf. I don't know
Yeah,
where you want.
enough of alone. You say I let
okay, you know what? Put a Yakason in there. Put a Yakason in there shortly. Put a Yakason in there shortly. Put a Yakason in there. I want to put there. I'm uploading the get letter. I'm uploading the get letter. Let me see what Arthur would say today about that get letter.
At originalhates.com.
Pepe can go. The papa said no one to do it. Do.
Oh yes, folks, I tell you. It's going by Liberia.
True.
So congratulations. You're gonna like it, right?
You can see.
The Talkin Point.
All the good God do for me, oh. I pay a blessing to plant me and I got to do. You open door, you made a way. Make my enemy can't fail. They wanna low down me. I listen people not say.
I'm supposed to leave it.
I mean, I'm telling you, okay, congratulations. They opening corridor for me to pass. When you said the full say, congratulations. See how you turn it around for good from the way to farewell. Congratulations. The grace I carried and on your head, the chiche and do well. Congratulations. Let all my kids they wanting me for. All of my Kenya give it to go. Les things il a tout il a follow maman. Les papes la zoba. Les poils la donkutuku. feel a thing and do. Jealous to say we not doing so. Me, I got pepe, tempo to you turn it around for me. When all of them were looking down on me. Play boy,
Late
you see the
communication
show.
network. Good
Your
broadcasting
umpa, you
group
slow but
here.
show. Let me at today, tell me yes, sir. You
Wow,
so put your
Panama
left
in
on,
the
tell me
United
what's
States
that.
of America,
Live let them
Global
down on your
Power.
grave. Pape, I do as you say. Hey, y'all can see.
You can see,
All
you
the
can
cool
see.
God do for
This
me, yo.
radio
Pape, your blessing keep
90.7.
strengthening
I
me and
tell
I got nothing
you,
to do,
almost for
yo.
midnight.
You open door, you made a way. Made my enemy call and fail. They wanna wallow down me. I listen people not saying. Me only used to tell I mean, I telling me okay, congratulations. They opening corridor for me to pass. I said, go say congratulations. See how are you turning around for good from the way to farewell. Congratulations. The grace I carried and on your mate, the chichi and do well. Congratulations.
Download your favorite song at
Congratulations.
originalhits.com.
Oh, yes, I tell you.
I'm feeling the vibes with original.
It's a wonderful thing, right?
Okay,
This
thank
has
you
just
very
been
much.
done in Liberia of recent, just the 2 days, just this. I mean, just been done. So, yeah. Stay playing you one more music.
No, no, I don't want music anymore. I don't want music anymore. I don't want music anymore. I'm good. I'm good. I just want,
All right,
I
all right.
want. I don't know if Arthur is ready for this story. Arthur, our human beings are very wicked. Brother, the pastor here today, if the pastor, I will see his disposition on this issue because it falls directly within the realm of spiritual, counselors and stuff like that. This little girl is very interesting, to be honest. I I as a matter of fact, I went back to read the story, Brother Salif, and I read the letter. Then I realized that the letter was even more than what I thought it was. So this is let me put a letter on the screen for all of us to see. Let me put a letter on the screen for all of us to see. Okay, and let me load the other part of it because all two can come at once. All right. So guys, this is the first part of the letter. The first part of the letter to the wise man. Say hi, sir. Oh no, not this letter. Sorry. Oh yeah, that's it. No, not this one. Sorry. Let me move this one. This is the one. Yeah, this is the one. It says, sir, I have a very serious problem with my husband. He is a man many people know. In 2019, I was 15 years old when my mother's friend raped me. My my 20th birthday was on January 12th. He was 38 years old at the time. My little brother and I usually call him uncle. Every time he came to our apartment, he called me my wife, and my mother would laugh. He used to hug me every time. My mother was at work when he came to our apartment. He asked for cereal. I gave it to him. When he was done eating, he pulled me onto his lap when I was passing by him. He forced me into having sex with him. I was crying the entire time. He waited until my mother came home. When my mother came, I told her what happened. She was afraid and did not look angry. She screamed at the man, what kind of embarrassment you brought to me? The man started begging. I told my mom that I was going to call the police. The story continued. The man was begging and begging. From that day, he began pressuring me to marry him so he could not go to jail. My mother and other family members also pressured me to marry him. We did a court marriage. But in the last 6 months, the man who raped me, the man who was begging me not to call the police so he will not go to jail, This man is making mockery of me. Imagine, sir, he is telling me that I wanted sex and I could not wait to marry him. I cannot stand the sight of him right now. I want to tell the police about what he did. However, I do not want to get my mother into trouble. Will she go to jail if I tell the police everything that happened? Thanks. CTM. Let's discuss. Who's going to start?
Thank you, Mr. Gerald. ST, nice to see you. Brother Seku.
Thank you.
Nice to sorry, I think somebody interrupted my thing here. Wow. You know, Mr. Gerald, as the way you're reading that letter, I swear to the living God, I'm glad I'm not family member, because if I am,
I'm glad too. I'm not family member. That's why I said after, because I just read the letter small. I didn't go into detail. I just introduced it. And the ST was going into it now. I said, hey, ST, wait. You're going too far. But then when I came back and begin to read, I begin to reverberate. I begin to think about what she's saying, how Liberian family people act. Somebody come to your house, Arthur, and every time they come, oh, my wife, and you're laughing about it.
You see, I don't tolerate those slights. You see, in my life, even I'll give you a straightforward example.
Let's look at the element in the letter first. What are the things you see in this letter? What are the things you see in this letter?
What I look at,
did you pick up on this letter?
She's in the dark. She's in a very bad place. She's I would say she's like someone that they put in a maze and she don't know where to go. And the people she trusted for protection betray her.
Yes.
They betray her.
Yes. The people
even as I'm looking at this letter, if she's listening to me, there's no statute for rape, and actually statutory rape, because you were 15 when it happened and they forced you into marriage. I would say go for the police. Make some noise, like the Gabon president said. Let's make some noise. if it will cause for there are a lot of people on social media that will stand with you. Go live and explain this thing and call names. Don't be afraid. Bring everybody to the light. One or two people might insult you, but the people with the right mind will stand with you. Because I swear to God, Gibson, if that was my family, even when I related to that in a distance, I swear to the living just one, man, I'm going in there with a garage car. The man will go down, everybody will go down.
We don't want you to kill anybody.
But they already killed generation. What he did is killing her. I'll tell you something. When I was living in South Dakota, the African church there, you know, I have two sisters at the time. They were in there 15 and 14, you know. Some of the director in the church came to my house when I was out and took my little sister there for choir practice, you know, without my mother's permission, but nobody knew, you know. So I was going to the hospital. My friend wife gave birth to speak to them. When I was in the hospital, in the Aurora hospital, I saw them in the hospital with a guy and other group of people. I said, "What are you doing here?" He said, "Oh, we came here with the chairman. We went for choir practice." I said, "Choir practice? With whom?" So with the chairman. I walk up to the chairman and said, "Who authorized you to go into my home to take people from there?" He said, "Oh, my man, let them not talk about it." I said, "You play with me, you will not get out of this hospital with your 2 feet. In fact, the two of you have a seat right next to me. Go home, you'll be going with me. But you, as a chairman, you will be hearing from me very proudly." What I did, I went home and I typed a letter. Good. Bring out every secret they're hiding, bring it out and hand it to him. And I told him that if you don't back up my family, we'll go to court. Guess what he did? He went to the mother church that gave them the charge to operate, which is the Lutheran church, and go complain to the chairman of the Lutheran, Mr. John. So when John saw the letter, John said, "Okay, I know my Marie, I know after Solo. Let me call Solo in." So I went in and John said, "Solo, I'm sorry this happened. This cannot happen, but in fact, I disciplined the main pastor for our church because he received the letter and said that, oh, I don't have any right to put fake information out. There's nothing here fake. Even the complaint you filed here, the prosecutor for the county, Minnehaha County, had approached me, and I countered the man and said, look, these people are African. There's some sort of behavior and civilized issue that they are not aware of. That's how I brushed it down. The prosecutor let it go because we are the bigger church. We have threatening power. But I'm begging you, don't make the letter public.
Just to show
To show
how far you can go, even though nothing happened.
Nothing happened, but you were not authorized to take my sister, my sibling that are 14 and 15. You're not authorized.
Okay, let me go to Chegu. Chegu, you got daughter. I got daughter too. Almost everybody, those who got, even if you got son, you can relate. Tell me, what you think about this girl's letter?
It's a crime, and I wanted to know.
Crime.
I wanted to know whether the girl lives in Liberia. Is she living in Liberia?
She lives in the States. I don't know. Nobody sent me a letter from Liberia yet. She's in the States.
If she lives in Liberia, I could channel a course to address that because I did a training with the Network Movement for Justice and Development in Sierra Leone when I was there, and I became an activist for gender-based violence issues, mainly against women. Now, that girl in question is being faced with several issues, and one may take it lightly, but if care is not taken, that girl may commit suicide if she keep feeling the way she's feeling and it cannot be addressed. There is consequences. The first consequences she's going to be faced with is domestic violence and sexual assault. Because forced and child marriages are generally marriages where, from the onset, the husband hold disproportionate amounts of control over their wives. Now, in these situations, girls or young women often face physical, psychological, economic, and social violence, and the restrictions on their movement. So, if you go to check, there was a report that came up in 2017, the study of child marriage in 34 countries revealed that women ages 20 to 24 who marry as children were more likely to report that their husband had been physically or sexually violent in the past year than women at the same age who had married as an adult. So, domestically, they're going to be faced with violence and sexual assault. They will force them to have sex. They already forced them to have sex previously, and it's being compromised. Another thing is they're going to have serious mental health and a serious fistula problem. Now, girls subject to early and forced marriage often face pressures to prove their fertility. Sometimes they have a problem with them. They can't easily have child. And 90% of adolescent girls who give birth are already married. Additionally, pregnancies during adolescence is correlated with increased mental health risks and decreased positive birth outcome. The World Health Organization has found that complications from pregnancies and childbirth are the leading cause of death of girls aged 15 to 19 years in developing countries. So let's look at their economic impact. Before we go to the economic impact, let's look at what happens if they are being faced with the issue of fistula. In particular, pregnant girls are at serious risk of developing a fistula. Obstetric fistula is a dominant hole between the woman's vagina and her bladder or rectum, which causes chronic inconsistent and is most commonly caused by prolonged labor, which is more prevalent about adolescents who give birth. Up to 95% of fistula can be repaired with a simple surgery. So most of these girls go for surgery, and every time they're going to give birth, they go through these things. Can we look at the economic impact and I send it back over to you people? Now, what happens is that if this person is in Africa, if they are in the United States, beautiful, They might work, they might get their own money, but if they were in Liberia, then this is what they're going to be faced with. Because every time these things happen, they will be faced with profound impact of women and girls subject to what? Their practices, their children, and their community as a whole. The Global Partnership Girls Not Brides has compared a report documenting the numerous ways in which forced and child marriage has negative economic impact, including the higher rates of fertility leading to large family with fewer resources pricing and reduced future earning potential as girls who married when they were children. So the men say, if you won't give me sex, I will not give you money. No. So she stays home. She's no longer thinking about education. No. That's not her thinking no longer. She only cares about when the man comes home, how she will find food to give it to the man, find water to give it to the man, and they go in bed. The next thing is she's pregnant. Her future has spoiled already.
Take away. If somebody argue and say, somebody play the devil's advocate and say, but anyway, the man married the woman, he raped her, but he ended up marrying her, so she ain't got no issue. What will you say?
That's where I will have a very serious problem in our country. The mother, like you said, the mother is likely to be jailed because anyone who compromises rape cases is against the law of our country. It became more prominent and more harsh when Ellen Johnson Sirleaf took power in 2016.
Why? No, there's something to get said here. Let me put it back on the screen. I don't want us to miss it. Listen what she said. She said when she told her mother was rather afraid and not angry. She was afraid, but she was not angry. She didn't look angry.
Gibson, you know why?
Yeah.
The mother is the key mastermind.
No,
let me explain. I will tell you why.
Hold on. Yep,
you know the reason why I say the key mastermind? Mm-hmm. Let's say you see people in the community. What the man was saying every time he entered the home, my wife, right?
Yes.
The idea of tolerance, if the man can't stand up, they play, I am right now entering your house and I see you're 13 years old. You are my wife. I'll marry you. You, Gibson, as me being your young brother, you would take it to be fun, but the madam would react differently. She would say, "You're not marrying my daughter. Who are you? You and my daughter not equal." That will protect her. But even just that speech alone will protect her. Look at another aspect. When she found out that her daughter is raped in the United States of freedom, you are afraid. Why are you afraid for? If the men are giant, we gotta
see afraid. I don't know. Let me post it on the screen.
That's why I say she likely like that man to be. Let me tell you another case. There's a woman whose daughter is being raped by her husband, but
I don't want you to go to another case. There's something Gibson just asked. Instead of her being there, she was afraid. Now, listen, y'all do some kind of thorough investigation. I know some of you people are very good at that. If the woman was afraid, two things. Who is this man to her? There is some sort of didiba between the two of them that even if this man if she goes to court or go to an opening with this particular matter, will seriously affect her. Who is this man to her?
That's what I'm saying, that she's the key mastermind. Sekou, in America,
this identical man might be a very dangerous person.
Not in the United States. Even in the United States.
Let's go finish. Let's go finish.
This
we
man
even
might
go to STA. You're putting on there. We go to STA.
This man might be a very dangerous person that probably maybe might have even been blackmailing her. There is no woman who your child will be raped and it hurts you so much, no matter what kind of close connection you have with a man, that you allow that man to just come In America, not just Liberia, where the man have some financial influence, that he will use the money to take care of you and do this. In America, where everybody working. Look, that man might have done something to be blackmailing this woman, and this woman will agree that after raping my daughter, you will even go to the point of marrying my daughter. There is something deeper than this rape.
Okay, you
And
see,
the girl is becoming a victim of circumstances.
this is why I say she's the chief architect, because you are not just a co-conspirator, you are part of the plan. Because if you do that, then you actually plan it. Because you are giving somebody else, then you are not no longer being victimized. You are the suspect. One thing I want to bring in, after he committed the act, he didn't leave. He waited for the woman. So which means if you waited for the woman to come in, I will be losing my head about the woman. If you had to left the house, I would have said, okay, you know what?
And actually, you raised a very good point. Actually, you raised a very good point.
Yeah.
I think he purposely waited to make sure that I get there, not call police. I think that's why he waited.
You know, and the man will succumb to everything and sweep on and, you know, why would you force the girl to get married to the guy?
Let me go to Arthur. Before I go to Arthur, I want to show something. In Minnesota and North Dakota, the girl was 15. How did they get married? Something must have happened, because this is what the law says in Minnesota and North Dakota. Let me show that, so to give ST the opportunity to to assert the way he wants to assert it. So let's go first. Let's go first to North Dakota. You can see on the screen, right? Is it clear? Okay. So in North Dakota, North Dakota Century Code Chapter 14-03, marriage contracts. If you are looking at it on the screen, it says any unmarried person of an age of 18 years or more and not otherwise disqualified is capable of consenting and consummating a marriage. But I want you to take note of this. If a person is 16 to 18 years of age, a marriage certificate may not be issued without the consent of the parents or guardian, if there's any. A marriage license may not be issued to any person below the age of 16, notwithstanding the consent of the parent, whether the parent agree or not. Let's go to Minnesota. Minnesota marriage facts under the Minnesota law. It says if you are 16 or older, you can get married if your parent or legal guardian say it is okay. You have to give your parents' name and address when you apply for marriage license. Let me remove it from here and let me bring in ST. ST. Oh, is it gone? Okay.
ST here.
Oh, yeah. So the girl was 15. How did they get married?
They didn't get married at 15. Let me tell you how they got married, Gibson. When the act happened, they probably, that same guy with the chief architect studied that law and said, okay, when she's 16, then you demand that, how the man became the pressure point and the family member became because they all studied, not just the man, they said all the family member pressure.
So it was a cahoot.
Yeah,
they play, after you said something, the people she trusted to protect her, they not protect her.
They betray her.
So I believe the guy is not telling us all the things that she want to tell us. She didn't tell us whether she was 16 when she got married, or she said she got married. Anyways,
she said she got married when she got 15.
Yes.
Yeah, but she
got married. Let me put it back on the screen. It says, I have a very serious problem with my husband. He is a man many people know. In 2019, I was 15 years old when my mother's friend raped me. My 20th birthday was on January 12th. He was 38 years old at the time. My little brother and I usually call him Uncle. Every time he came to our apartment, he called me my wife, and my mother who laughed. He used to hug me every time. My mother was at work when he came to our apartment. He asked for cereal, and I gave it to him. When he was done eating, He pulled me onto his lap when I was passing by him. He forced me into having sex with him. I was crying the entire time. He waited until my mom came home. When my mom came, I told her what happened. She was afraid and did not look angry. She screamed at the man, "What kind of embarrassment you brought to me?" The man started begging. I told my mom that I was going to call the police. And she continued, the man was begging and begging. From that day, he began pressuring me to marry him so he could not go to jail. My mother and other family members also pressured me to marry him. We did the court marriage. But in the last 6 months, the man who raped me, the man who was begging me not to call the police so he will not go to jail, this man is making mockery of me. Imagine, sir, he is telling me that I wanted the sex and I could not wait to marry him. I cannot stand the sight of him right now. I want to tell the police about what he did. However, I do not know. I do not want my mother to get into trouble.
The
Will
mother will
she,
still go.
will she go to jail if I tell the police everything that happened? Thanks, CTM. So she didn't tell us what time she got married.
Yeah, because
But they say they pressure her to get married.
Yeah.
And like you said, Arthur, it looks that they studied the law.
Thank you.
They asked lawyers. They asked lawyers some kind of way. They asked people. They didn't tell them what the issue was. They somebody else walked to the law office and say, what is the age for a person to get married? How old the person can be to get married? And the lawyer said, oh yeah, you got to be 16, and your mother got to approve, or your parents got to approve. And that mother was able to approve for her daughter to marry this guy just because she wanted to have the guy bought.
Yeah. What? Look, Seku, you can say the mind might be too dangerous. Let me tell you a scenario from the criminal mind. There was a child that was adopted, right? And then that child go into the store and buy something and calculated the change that for that thing so that it can be $9.11. By that change alone, she was able to trick out the store manager, the gas station manager, to call 911 because she knew that if the girl put $9.11 on the dial, he said, "That's all I have. Can you manage with that?" He knew that the girl was in trouble. What he did, we went into the office, pulled the surveillance camera, picked the license plate, called the police. They were on the highway when the police set up what they call EMP because the model the man was driving.
That was very smart.
The model the man was driving was an electronic car, an EV car. So they were able to use EMP to pause the car and then they grabbed him. So yeah, the reason why I say all of the people that could do that to plan this thing, they are all criminals. Because even if it happened, if he begging, the mother would be the one. Your duty as a parent, your primary duty is to protect your children. That's mother is God to the lips of the children.
Oh my God!
You stop your
We are 14 minutes into our time. By 5:30, we should be done with this topic. But let me go back to Shegu. I don't know. ST is doing biblical research because I know that you want to bring Bible verses and all to counsel this guy. But Shegu, if your friend, your real good friend, come to your house, see your daughter, say, "Hey, that's my wife," will you just get versed with the person?
In our Liberian setting, except where awareness are going on with these things. But normally, way back those days, the person can be at the age, in fact, not just at the age, the moment they born a child, if that girl child.
Traditionally, yeah.
Yes, you will find a man will start spending the money, pull that child outside, start taking care of that child every week, bringing food and doing things. And when that child gets bigger, at a certain age, they turn the child over to the man, and the man will be raising that child some kind of way until he starts sleeping with that child. Right now, in our contemporary Liberia, you still find a guy that will go to the house and your daughter there say, "Oh, my sweetheart," you will be laughing with it, and just like that, except where sometimes it goes wrong. So if a man come to my house and say, my sweetheart, sometimes a man would, I mean, you will say, look, I don't want that nonsense. Don't bring it to me. Sometimes you say, oh, my man, stop it, man. In joke, my man, and I your sweetheart that I'm my daughter. Hey, bah, just joking. We take it to be nothing in our Liberian contemporary world, except where these things are going on that people can get angry with. But from the girl's point of view, Mr. Gerald, I wish she was listening so that she will hear this part I'm about to speak.
I think she's listening. I think she's listening.
Okay. From her, from this information.
I think Sheku is frozen, and so look, Arthur, I'm a conservative person. I don't like nobody telling my daughter, say my wife. I take it from you right away. I ain't like you come to my house to hold my daughter. I don't like it, mom. I don't want to go into anything. I have stopped some of my best friends not to hug my daughter, not to do anything like that. I don't go to people's houses. Arthur, I'll never come to your house and see your daughter and say, "Oh, my wife," and she's not my wife.
Mm-hmm.
And I will not hug your daughter. Suppose they hug your daughter so close like they accept to say, that they're girlfriend and embarrass that child and stuff like that. I don't like people doing that to my kids. I don't like people playing with my children like that.
The idea is this. What Sekou explained, even in the Jewish community here, is the man is taking full responsibility from birth and to that. In the Jewish, even in the common law, they will allow it here. That's why that section you read is there for, because then the parent will consent to it that they may have been there from the Jewish of the yoke of this time, and he's prepping her for everything. The school will allow it. But let's say I walk into my senior brother house, Gibson Jeru, and I see a 15-year-old girl in America that already grown out of themselves. Then my woman can't say that on my life here, man. No.
No, you can't do that to my brother. You can't do that, man.
I will not allow you to do it. But that's and the mother, the prayer found the mother, and when she's listening, if you're listening, please, my dear, the same way you wrote to Gibson Jeru, and this is why I can use my traditional background. If we have to carry summer cup around to collect money for your lawyer fee, we will do it. But
she won't even worry about lawyer because the government will be her.
I'm just telling you. Because even when she's afraid, the government will prosecute. Let your mom face the drum, because you don't do it. The children you born in for that man, you will hate them. You will not be a good mother to them, because all you will see is the
reflection. You will see the reflection of the man in your children.
Every time.
Every time you see the children, you remember what the man did to you. And the whole thing is, Arthur, why is he mugging her now? Why is he mugging her?
You know why? He's a predator. Let me tell you, what do a venomous snake do? If you see it strike it, when it injected with the venom, it let it struggle on its own. And then when it stops struggling, it dies, it will take its own time to do whatever it want to do. That's what he did. Strike her with the venom, get the other people to galvanize, put her in the frame. Right now, he's looking for another victims. In the criminal justice system, that's why he's looking for another victim. So now he has no use.
You're making it a little ugly to me now.
No, but seriously, he's hunting for another victim.
Other victims.
Yeah. Because let me tell you, why you mocking her? Why you mocking her? This is a young girl that you the first and you ever. What is it? Let me tell you another story. I'm not calling him. There was it not happening with old people, then young people that do abuse to other people. There was this guy dating the young girl. They almost in the same age range. That's acceptable. But he traumatized that girl until even when I saw her in person, I thought she was 57 years old woman in America.
Because the depression had come through her physical.
Thank you, Gibson. You did the courses in your journalism and your criminal act. Even for her to comb her hair, she forgetting. For her to even put makeup on, she forgetting. But I swear to the living God, Gibson.
You just leave yourself. You don't concentrate on yourself. The self-esteem is gone.
No.
You
That's
you don't consider yourself anymore. You don't think about yourself. You think about the problem. You continue.
That's it.
You know, you are frustrated.
This is what he does. When he come and meet her, even when she go across to family member to get even chicken soup or salt. Oh, you go do that, you go sleep with men, you go that how you looking, you be her over it for your common thing. Until that girl find somebody in the same range with her. See her now, she get a sinner radar. Now he's the one looking righteous now. Because you did all the things that with the girl was born children for you on a different level. It was hurting her. But the guy that she's with now, the guy said, oh, I'll bring all the children there. He said no. He take the children for the girl. He tried to carry the girl to court and for child support. The court, when the court investigated, they turned it around and defaulted on him. You know, it defaulted on him. Now go see her.
Okay, let me make a bridge here. Let me make a bridge here. Let me make a bridge here for those of you who are listening to us any means, anyhow, whether by radio or whatever, or those of you who are watching us. Please, we need your comments. We want you to participate in this discussion. What will you do? The girl is asking. She want to call she want to tell the police. Is it late? Is it going to put her mom behind bars? Is it going to put other family member behind bars for compromising with the rapist? Should she go now and go tell the police, and the police come arresting her mom, her aunts, her uncles, and everybody else who took part in burying that case? She want to know to advise her what can she do, and other thing. We want to know what the role of this woman. Arthur, you don't have the feeling. You don't think. I have the feeling that guy might be loving to the woman here.
True. Like I said, the same case happening somewhere when the woman started beating her daughter, say you lying, you're doing this, you that, it caused the girl to commit suicide before the police catch on to you. Let me get seen. Anybody that said that and think that, oh, it's okay for you to do harm to a teenage or a child, I'm not with you on that one. And if it happens in my family, pray to the God, you will be the one that calling the police for yourself before I get there. Because when I do what I need to do to you, I tell the police officer, say, look, officer, you put a handcuff on me, let go. With a Liberia, I'm mentally deranged from the war. But let go. I agree with you. Then, yeah, he died, but let go.
I think the little girl is really behaving like a typical Liberian girl. Because at the age of 15, you should be able to make a decision on your own. And
if you are Liberian, you won't be able to. If she's a Liberian, she won't be able to. Look at the people, the mother, other family member, they giving all the power to this guy. What life you think she will have? Grown man that you Gibson, your wife will wake you and say, Gibson, go take out the trash. You run it to go. Like I will tell you, say, move your shoe in front of the door. No. They play you Valentine's Day card, you will not buy gift and carry home. You will sit in the couch. You know, you wake up in the morning, tell you that way you do and say, oh, I just want to see. What are you lying? You know?
We have slept in couch many times.
Yeah. Miss her birthday or get late for a birthday dinner. See what they will do to you. You know? Tell them to see they get her already in prison. It's like to say she's like human trafficking girls then that they traffic. That's what they're doing. That's why you see they tell them when they take people, they're selling them for sex. They put them not willing to do it, but they have no choice. So they get in there, even the children she born in, she don't love them, but she already impregnated and she just there. And this is that kind of person, they hoover over that person. They don't let anybody get close. When they go to the hospital, he's the one doing the answering of the question. When they go anywhere, he's the one, even McDonald's, he's the one ordering the food. That is a control freak. And that's why he's mocking her now. He tried to destroy her standing because he knows she's grown up, she getting to age. You don't mind she passed 16, maybe she's 20 now or 21. So maybe she's connecting with social media and she's seeing things that are happening on TikTok, people that are standing up for themselves. She's getting that idea. So he's trying to bring her down so that she will not have that power. And I swear to God, she had that power when she took upon herself to write that letter. She had the courage, she had the power, and God is with you, and I stand with you. let that man and every person, even family member that knew about it, the state will hold them. Let them pay for it. If you don't have parents and you are free, it will be good than to have parents and be in jail when you're still living. What kind of life you will have when you reach to 30? What kind of life will you tell your children? How will you treat your children when you reach to the age of 40? You are damaged goods. You are traumatized. Even the place she ended, if she get out of that relationship, it will be hard for her to love anybody. It will be very hard for her to love her equal partner, the young guy that will say,
I think some of the anger need to be directed at her mom.
That's the problem for
And
me. That's the
I know
mom
she's
I'm hoping
listening.
for.
I know she's listening right now. I'm not sure if her mom is listening, but I know she's listening right now because I told her and sent her the video, and she acknowledged seeing the video. And I told her we are discussing it. So I believe she's listening right now, but I don't know if her mom is listening. But she needs to direct some of her anger towards the mother because the mother didn't protect her.
She
The mother
doing
did not.
it. You know, the idea Gibson, she still the stigma she had is, oh, I don't want to get my mind into trouble. Because that
Yeah.
time, that 15-year-old girl, that vision is imprinted in her head. So every time it's like to say, you guessing when you were living with people, they used to be you. So when somebody
Yes.
raises their hand like that, you will protect yourself
Yeah.
because you thought they were going to be you.
Ready him to be you. Yes.
Yeah. So that's exactly what she had the courage to write you. I will say, thank you, man, for what you did. Protect yourself. This is the United States of America. You are 15, they put you to marry him. He's not a God. He's not a God. He will not protect
I mean,
you.
I think the issue of the guy mugging her for me is secondary to this whole thing. Mugging her, that's rudeness and stuff like
I
that.
know.
That, like you said, he's a predator.
He's a
So
predator,
yes,
yeah.
it's a secondary issue. But the fact that he raped her and they try to cover it, and he not repentant, he not regret his action.
No.
Because if he regretted his action, he will not be telling the girl the thing he's telling the girl. Oh, you wanted the sex. You yourself want. You know how some rude guys can behave.
Yeah.
You yourself wanted the sex too. Because he married to the girl now. He knew the girl can go anywhere now. Or the
Thank
girl will
you.
not
I said I
go.
had that same case. I had that same case. Like I said, I started that same case. And that person, that girl and her husband that she had now, I am super, super proud of them. Every time I meet them, oh, people after my wife and me, I say, look, the two of you are a testimony to yourself. You know, you go anywhere you want to go, any party you want to go to. I mean, the guy and that girl, anywhere they go, they are wearing the best of clothes. People are surprised when they see what they say, what? How beautiful you are? Yes. But somebody that don't know
All
what
right.
they call human being.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Bliss TV and Bliss Talking Point. We are here every day. We want to make sure that those of you who are following us, we want to say thank you for always following us. I know ST gone in Siale Tule. I don't know where he gone to, but we had only 30 minutes to discuss it. We have more than 30 minutes, in fact, because we took some of our correspondent time. We got less one more minute left. And after, I want to hear your final advice to her. Here is what she's asking you to do. Let's read that part again. You say, however, I do not want to get my mother into trouble. Will she go to jail if I tell the police everything that happened? She wants to know. What do you think?
Yes. Your mother, no, mama, let me tell you, if you're listening to me, guess what? Your mom.
You have taken the thing to be your own.
Gibson.
Yeah.
The thing,
You are taking the thing to be your own problem now.
It is my own problem because I can believe that this, if it's happening in our community, that guy, who knows? Maybe he might live somewhere where my family do live. You know, I have a lot of younger sisters. I have daughters. You know, my older daughter just turned 16. You know, so things like that, it burns me down to the core. I have a lot of sisters. Let me tell you, Gibson, our sisters are the best vision of us. When we're in high school, going to school, you got your sister, you'll get what you want. You know, your sister and you might not be friends in the house, but she always have your back. You know, something coming on, you say, hey, you know what? You want to do this, you want to do this. So our sister are the better vision, even when you marry. The way we marry right now, your sister is
my internet, all that.
You know.
Go ahead, Arthur.
The thing I would tell her is this: the courage you muster to write Gibson is that courage that will keep you and your children. That's the same courage that will make you to even love your children. The only time you'll be able to love those children if when you dictate them that, oh, I did not mean to, I did not take your father away by choice. Your father did this to me. You are your offspring from the evil that he brought to me. This is why I have to react so that who knows if he can do that to that girl, he will do that to his own daughter, then that will get to the age of 15. What the mother will do, the mother already the prisoner. So I'll tell you this.
Look,
yes,
that guy,
let mom go to jail.
That guy knew that woman not in the house. He went there on purpose.
Yeah, that's the plan.
He knew when to go there. I think. Look, I'm beginning to believe you that mother might be in the planning of this thing. Because I mean, I will not be there. You can go there. You can go there.
Yeah,
I'm not there. Then she will not be ashamed of you. You know.
Listen, let me tell you. I'll tell you this. You, my senior brother here, if you go see people holding me left and right, they pulling me. You say, what happened? You say, Arthur Steele. You say that nonsense. But it's, oh yeah, Arthur and the elder people were talking, he got angry and he insulted most of them. You say, yeah, Arthur is a little bit territorial guy. He would do that. Because that's something you know of me. That I will not take no BS for anybody. I will speak up.
Right.
This lady, if I'm not home, the confidence that he muster is that, like I said, he's a predator. He studied them. The woman and him, they planning. Why would you, even when you rape my daughter, why would I even agree for you to, the only thing I will beg my daughter, even when I don't want you to report it, I will beg my daughter, but I will ask you, say, if you stay in this city with me, I will kill you. So you move now. I know my daughter will not call police, we'll leave it the way it is. We are family, we don't want to do this. But my daughter will not marry you. When you going to see your grandchildren, what do you see?
They were rewarding him for evil. He rape your daughter, then you reward him your daughter. You reward him. I mean, how can you rape somebody's daughter? Then they tell you, say, okay, take the daughter now and marry the daughter. They're rewarding your evil attitude, your bad habit. It's a direct reward.
Yeah. Sometimes Gibson, we say, oh, that traditional background. No. Let me tell you, in my own Glio place that I come from, in my own village, we have a law that enforced in the town. You cannot force any girl to virginize her. You do it, you will be punished severely. Severely.
Yeah, I saw my village too. You do it, a problem. Problem. By the way, not you to get married, you cannot be virginizer. You can.
Yeah. I saw my own cousin. God beat him by the country devil until the man couldn't even cry. He bled until he passed out. He was still beating his empty body. Now, how shocking it was for the town. Because the girl did not consent to it. He and a friend, they barricaded her, and he forced himself upon the girl when everybody was on the farm. You know, in the interior, everybody was on the farm, nobody in town. You know, they leave few children in town, that's it. So when we got back to town and the news hit us, the elder called the country devil, they tied the man, you know, that when you can't deal the way you can carry the town, you put another person between his leg. And they whipped him in broad daylight until that man cried until he passed out, and they were still whipping him. After that, all of us in the town, we got the message, because the person that like you, I don't care how different it is, they will come to you.
In modern days will say, you know, you're not good with human rights, this and that, but that's how our people used to discipline people those days.
Yeah.
They don't have court to send you to. Once the elders meet and make a verdict, their verdict is by corporal punishment. They beat you. Some of our people then they used to go to the Bogabon Hill. They cut the Bogabon Hill, put your finger in, put your hands in there, and seal it up. And then the Bogabon giant there over there will be eating your hand until you cry. All right. Thank you very much.
Listen, that's the same punishment in my time when you steal. We'll either put you in the brown hands or we'll put you in the Bogaball Hill. That's the punishment.
The hand I steal, they will ask you one hand, you take it away.
Yeah.
I took with my left hand. Your left hand in there. You know, that's how they do it. Our people then that's how they do it. So when you see it happen to your friend in the village, you get the message. Nobody need to tell you what to do. You never go around there. You know, that thing you're talking about, de-virginizing people's daughter, the way they treat people, the way they treat you. So nobody want to, you don't want to de-virginize anybody's daughter without expressing the marriage, you know, request. You don't tell your parent that you want married again. They go to the parent, they know that you want to marry her. So anything happen down, they know now that you're marrying a woman. But otherwise, in that, you're sneak and you de-virginize somebody's daughter. Oh my God, the kind of problem. The devil comes out for you. That's what happened. But hey, Arthur, thank you very much. Unfortunately, I think ST, he has an emergency. But today, Arthur, we have something. I want to play. I want to say something before we play that video. I'm concerned about Buakai government decision. They just appointed, Buakai just commissioned or executive order just appointed a 15-man asset recovery team. And a 15-man asset recovery team. My problem is, so then what happened to the Anti-Corruption Commission? If you are using another committee to go after corrupt officials, to go and recover government assets, isn't that the same reason why the Anti-Corruption Commission was established? Why are you going to pay additional 15 people for them to go and get and do the job that LACC can do? I mean, it's just simple. Just call the LACC commissioners and say, look, this is happening. I want you to set up a committee and you guys go after them and bring them. So the government of Liberia now, our taxpayers, we all pay the tax because we got business, we pay the tax. Our money we pay the government and they are paying two group of people to do one work. So where is Buakai government headed? Every time, you know, when I see the errors, I get confused and more. Because from the beginning, for me, I was not for Joshua. But because of lesser or two evil, I chose Joshua over Buakai. But except Buakai, I said Joshua didn't respect the law. Buakai will appoint two people to the same position. Buakai will appoint somebody today, remove you tomorrow, appoint you to another position, remove you there, and put another person. Why is all this happening? You know, and Yeke Kolba said he is not in control of his government. Let me play that. Let me play that audio that Yeke Kolba, and then you will make your comment on the other side.
For you, then you went. What a man wrote letter by directive of the president. The people she needs to make and explain it to LTA. You who? You saw people in tenure position as you, Joseph Buakai. Only you are a vice president. Your brother tenure position, you don't want to respect it. When you respect it, and when you disrespect the tenure power, will disrespect you. You might be careful if I carry your complete. God bless you, Kebrabodo down. When carry your complete to him. What wrong? I don't want Joseph Buakai. Joseph Buakai Master can never go nowhere because everywhere you go, he will be sleepy. He don't even know what happened in your own government. To the point you must people, I don't go nowhere because government. To the point where he appointed people to LTO when government. To the point where he appointed people to go nowhere because everywhere you go, he will be sleepy. He don't even know what happened in your own government. Go, he will be sleepy. He don't even know what happened in your own government. Go, he will be sleepy. He don't even know what happened in your own government. Go, he will be sleepy. He don't even know what happened in your own government. He don't even know what happened in your own government. He don't even know what happened in your own government. He don't even know what happened in your own government. To the point where he appointed people to LTO when the code.
Arthur, what do you think?
You know, oh, thank God, SG.
I am so sorry. Yeah, a couple that's planning to get married, they just came and I was like, oh my goodness.
Oh,
so I just had to
okay. You know, Arthur, After I beg you, we got a very important thing to discuss. Let not lead a man here go and then he be depressed because we didn't get a chance to comment on it.
Oh no, 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 no. I'm good. I'm good.
So so let's give him chance since ST you listen to the reading and everything. Let's get your take on this thing. Then we will give you the next 2-3 minutes to speak to this issue about this little girl, 15 years old. She was raped. She was pressured into marrying this guy. Now the guy is mugging her. He say, "Oh, but you wanted the sex anyway.
Yep.
You were hot. You were hot for me to marry you. You know those kind of stuff." What the mother action, everything put together. What do you think?
When Sheku and Solo were talking, I pull up a scripture, 2 Samuel 13, 1 to 32, in those verses from in 2 Samuel 13.
I think I don't know if he's frozen. I think he's frozen. I don't know what's happening with my garden today this morning. Okay. Okay, go ahead. I'm hearing you now. You were frozen a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, so I don't know. So I pulled up that scripture, 2 Samuel 13, 1 to verse 1 to 32. In between there, you see the story about similar thing in David's house.
Wait, I want to put on the screen for you. You say 2 Samuel.
Yeah, it's long. We don't have to read it. I mean,
we can just put a specific one so you can 2 Samuel what?
2 Samuel 13. 1 to 32.
Oh, it's a long one. Okay.
Yeah, so okay. It's long. You don't have to.
So that's Absalom. It's about Absalom, right?
Yeah, Absalom. No, not just mainly Absalom. It's actually Amnon and Tamar.
Okay.
David, yeah. As part of the punishment for David for sleeping with Uriah's wife, getting her pregnant and killing him. So Absalom had it. Absalom and Abner and Tamar, they all are children of David. But Tamar and Absalom got the same mother. Abner has different mother. And he loved his half-sister Tamar. And, he started lusting after her. And his cousin told him, but man, why you feeling, you look so sick? What's wrong with you? He was like, oh, I really like my sister. And his brother was like, what are you talking about? Is that all? Your sister, you love her and she's not giving you attention, that's all? He said, but I can set you up. So he set him up, said, listen, send everybody away from the house and tell your father you're not feeling well, you're sick. Let him send your sister to come and make bread in your presence. And of course, long story short, she comes in. The Bible said he jumps on her and she begged, don't rip me, don't do this, going to bring disgrace. He didn't listen, he ripped her. After ripping her, he pushed her out. But long story short, Absalom, her whole brother, gets the story. And he planned his brother's killing for 2 years. 2 years, Absalom did not let that go. He kept it in his heart and set his brother up and killed his brother, murdered his brother for ripping his sister. So rape is in the Bible times, even now, it's been a serious thing, and like I tried to say yesterday, the girl and the mother, they are both accomplices. Okay, because you cannot.
You started like that yesterday.
Yep, they are both accomplices. You cannot cover a crime. Somebody cannot violate you.
But the girl should be a victim, though.
Yeah, you are a victim. No, but she was a victim, but she became an accomplice. A victim can also be an accomplice.
Yeah, no, that's true.
You cover the crime. You cover the crime because the guy said
a victimizer.
Yeah, because watch the reading. You read so carefully and clearly. The guy said the reason he married her, not because I love you. He said, I'm marrying you so that I don't go to prison. So she was helping to cover a crime. The man did not want to go to prison. That's why he was marrying her. So people somebody can marry you because they want to cover crime. And then the mother who should have known better. But again, when we were talking, I listened to Sheku and Arthur. The thing is culture. Whether it happened in America or Liberia, the people involved were culture. They were Liberians. And this has been ingrained in our culture. Culture is the way of life of the people. And you and me grew up into that from Liberia as a kid. By the time somebody gave birth to a beautiful little girl, all the other people that are coming in, and there was culture and economics. Okay, in Liberia, people can even the mother is the parents that will tell the little 2-year-old girl, maybe back in the day, Ato Solo is a friend of the family. Ato Solo come around, Jimama, can your husband yeah. Oh, Gibson can. Oh,
and they do that. They do that as a way of getting something from people too.
That's what I'm saying. So it's culture and economics. So they use that to get money out of people. Sometimes the mother will even go out and meet me there or after, or you say, oh, your wife to the house, or your wife says she's hungry, send her money, and people did that. So it was cultural and it was economic reason that for which people did those things. So now this child is raped. This man's way older, and I don't know for what reason. And if it is in this country that it happened, I know a friend who went to prison because, according to him, they even raped his own daughter, but the wife set him up to use that to end the marriage by sending him to prison and lying that, he tried to rape our daughter. So that's a serious offense. So why would a mother allow somebody to cover that up by marrying the daughter? We can't do that. So that was a crime. He didn't love her. He just did not want to go to prison. So that's why he did it. And because they accepted it and he felt time had gone by, there's no more effect. Now he's using it against her. It will always backfire. So now he's saying, oh, no, it's you that wanted it. You did this. Now she has grown up. Normally it's very difficult for women to come forth to report rape cases because of societal norms. Usually society don't believe women. Donald Trump now, how many rape cases he got on him? Only one has been prosecuted, E. Jean Carroll. So many people have reported more than 90-something rape cases. Women don't come. The reason women don't come forth is because society won't believe them, especially if it's with somebody, influential in the society. So the covering up of that crime made them an accomplice in the matter because you shouldn't cover it up. 2, how did they get married? Because that's what you were reading when I left.
I'm going to read a thing.
In the North Dakota,
send me your message.
1 second. In the North Dakota Central
Just send me your text message.
In the North Dakota Central Code, you talk about marriage. I had a situation, a British boy came from Britain. He was here, and they used to be in my church. And he met this Caucasian girl, and they started, it became a big case. They wanted to put him in prison. The British government said, no, it's our citizen. You can't put him in prison. The younger girl, she was not up to 18, but she lied and said she was 21 on her Facebook page, on her social media page. Her friends went to court and they testified that, yes, the guy did not know that she was a minor because she has big body and she inflated her age. So why would you hold a young man?
I wish I could move away from it, but the girl just sent a text message.
Yep.
And I want to read it. I don't know whether it help her situation or it destroy her situation. She said, Uncle, please tell your audience that my mom is all my brother and I have. Our dad passed away. I think this is what is driving her.
Yeah.
I question whether she can tell the police what's happening, whether her mom is going to go to jail or not.
No.
Personally.
If they got a good lawyer, the mother can go to jail.
If they got a good
lawyer, the man will go to jail. It's not lit to prosecute that case because there are something called duress. So he might have put them under duress for them to.
She can plead. She can say the man threatened me.
Yeah, we put them under duress.
SD, the owner don't forget the state have a responsibility as well, but the man have the right to be defended. So the man lawyer,
right.
the man lawyer.
I don't think we go away from this story here.
Yeah, the man lawyer will argue.
Yes.
You see, it's not going to be a fair fight. It's going to be a bloody one. So the man lawyer going to argue that the woman is one of the architects of the plan. She wanted this to happen for.
But they could lie on the mother too. That's what I'm saying. What she said looked passionate. When because it looks like she feels for her mom.
I know that.
Like your brother and you are raised by a single mother, and then now that you are in this situation, you really want to punish the guy who did this kind of thing to you. But then, unfortunately, your mother is nothing. If she goes to jail, it's like you and your brother have nobody else to look up to. Because your father passed away.
I will not sugar water this. This is what's going to happen. Even I want to, because I want her to, she listening to her. That your mom will have to pay. She might get a lesser sentence, but she's going to have to pay. The state will not know that.
But can she even afford a lesser sentence?
No.
The lesser sentence, it will not. You see, here's the thing, Gibson.
I think we gotta move away from this story because
we can't. We can't just
let's say
away,
this
right?
is the most important thing.
You want to do politics today? We must do
politics anytime, but this is a life story. We want to make sure that our young sister understand that the mom.
So she's watching. She's watching.
She's watching. The mom.
She's watching. Let's read some comments that are coming on this issue. We'll not read the comment for other issues. Let's read the comments on this issue. Let's go to Joyce Wimb. Joyce Wimb has been following us for a long time, and she's good at comments. She said, Gibson, quick question is that her real mother, she want to know whether her real mother, I think her text answered that question. If she did her daughter wrong, and did both need to go to jail, my child, please don't forgive your mom. And Joyce continue, Gibson, I have 5 girls. I can kill anyone for my girls. Let her call the police ASAP. Before then, let her call for help before they kill her. Joyce brought something into the picture. We got to, in fact, we'll forget about the politics today. Because what Joyce said just now, none of us are talking about it. Before they kill her, this guy could kill her for fear of going to jail. This guy could kill her. Let me read this from Deborah Jeru. She said, I think the mother of the girl convinced her daughter by saying she shouldn't call the police.
Of course.
Look, Esty, I go back to you.
Yes.
I mean, is Joyce in the right place? I mean,
why
would the guy kill her? The guy already achieved what he wanted to do.
No.
As I was saying, on the contrary, okay, you can get a lawyer that can prosecute this case, and the mother will not go to prison, and the guy can go to prison. This thing is simple. The Americans know. As a security person as I am too, we do trainings. Okay, I
gotta put a text. I gotta put a text on the guys. I gotta put a text on the. So let me pull her text on the screen so that those who are watching will whatever. But go ahead, ST. Why are you talking? I'll put it.
Their country knows that immigrants are people, especially Africans. We don't use the judicial system. Even if you were wrong or something happened, how many Africans you see going to the courts? So things happen, we just let it slide because of cultural belief. So they know that the mother cannot be an accomplice. She could be an accessory in the case, but she cannot be. She was not home when the rape happened. When the daughter told her, she was afraid. That's what the reading said. She was afraid. Now we got to find out why was she afraid. So if she can articulate those reasons for which she was afraid, for not letting the case to be prosecuted, and then allowing this guy to convince them so that they don't go, listen, he just sweet talk her, I will marry your daughter, so no need this, I'm sorry I did this, I'm married. Yes, what was she to do at that time? Okay, we don't know the prior relationship to this person and this woman before the daughter coming into the picture. So he kind of masterminded the whole thing because he wanted to get out of jail. The marriage was not a marriage, it was a get out of jail card for him. So he planned it, he masterminded everything, and therefore it's on him. You can have a good lawyer that can prosecute this without the mother going to prison. She wasn't there. She didn't set up the rape. When the rape happened, it had to do with time and place. And the only thing they would grill them on is consent. That, the marriage was not done forcefully. They went into it consensually. Yeah, but you can consent to something after being deceived into it, So it was contracted on deception.
I will be we're playing double advocate here. Let me tell you what the defender would do. The defender that would defend that idiot that did that to the girl. Guess what he's gonna do? So I'll be the defender for that idiot for just for a few minutes. The reason why I say
that making me laugh now.
Because it is somewhat upsetting to me. That's why you see me acting like that. But not against my senior brother.
I know.
Okay. Let me put a get text on the
screen. Yeah, that's why I'm making my case. The idea is this. The defender, whoever defended this guy, will say, okay, let's say the raid happened. In the great United States, this man not powerful than the entire metropolitan police in our city. Right?
I mean, I get it. Even ST get it. We all get it. We all know that rape in America does not have statute of limitation.
That's right. I'm saying.
You rape for 4, 5, 6 years, and you can come out and still make that case. And
it's not late. That's what I'm saying.
No, it's not late. I want to go.
It will get 2019. It's 2024 now. That's about maybe 5 years.
Yeah.
It's still fresh. It's not even long. People get raped for 20 years and still get and the people still nail them. But this is the get message. I mean, let's put a text. I didn't put a screenshot because her name or phone number.
No,
you don't have to.
I'm sorry if I didn't do well, but I just had to type it and put it on the screen. So this is what she has. This is what she texted. Uncle, please tell your audience that my mom is all my brother and I have. Our dad passed away. This is the moving part of her problem. She feels so much for her mom. It is the same reason why when she feels so much for her mom, she did not say no to her mom to not call the police, because when her mom came and she explained it to her mom, and she said, my mom was not even, she was not angry, she was afraid. So her mother don't know the law. She don't know the law. But why was she afraid? I don't know. Because she should be angry with the guy. And
that's why the investigation.
Then she said to the guy, what kind of embarrassment you brought to me? So what embarrassment was that? They said, because you my friend, everybody know you my friend. Now you raped my daughter. Now I can't take you to court. I can't take you to jail. And if I leave you, then the post say, I'm not supporting my daughter. I'm not protecting my daughter. Is that the kind of embarrassment she's talking about?
Yeah,
I think the mother herself was in a bad situation.
Gibson, this is what my young sister who write us can do. Go to the hotline in the whole city. The people that are there to help you. Go to them. Talk to a counselor. The counselor can make the case to the state prosecutor for leniency to the mother. That's the only way the mother, like I said, they're not going to let her go free. She had to pay somehow because crime is done to there's a victim. So that's why the state
crime was covered up.
You know, the idea is not just one crime. There's a rape, and then they cover it up. That's another crime. And then they concocted a plan to force her into marriage. That's another crime.
But you know,
that's what we call the mastermind.
That's what I'm saying.
The mastermind behind the thing is not the mother. The mastermind is the man.
It's the man. I understand. So the case, if she said, "Oh, because of my mom," then she will lose everything. But go to a counselor, talk to a counselor, then last a counselor, even a therapy, talk to them, or a psychiatrist. They will make the case because right now she already established her case, and that the letter she sent to Gibson here can save the mom. Because the mom was afraid. What the man could have done, why he didn't run. This man was so confident. With me, he would have killed the mom, killed the daughter, and said, my daughter, please don't do this. Just stay away. So you make the case for your mom already. When you go to the prosecutor and say, this is my mom, the only woman that raised me. This man terrorizing us. The state, they will, let me tell you, they will give her a sentence. Maybe they'll say, you sent 2 years sentence in 7. You will not go to jail, but you'll be outside, but you're serving your sentence outside. Or you do a community service.
I understand. I understand
that she have an opportunity. The opportunity she have is to the way you make the case, Mama. The way you make the case.
I thought for me, when I'm looking at, I thought you are right. From the security perspective, you probably would be right. From the legal perspective, I thought ST is saying something else, and this is what I'm looking at. And those of you who are watching, please keep your comment coming. The girl, please advise the girl. Wim already said she could go ahead and blame her mom. It doesn't matter. So if you have any suggestion, Tell us what you think about the moving parts of this story.
For
so
me,
here is the author, ST, here is it. This mother, she might be afraid, but the police got hotline. They protect an anonymous cause. If this man was arrested and prosecuted, go beyond bars, she's not going to be killed. Because this is a statutory rape.
Yeah, but you think okay, you can call anonymously. The man knows that there are only 3 people.
The man knows, yes.
The man knows it's himself, the girl, and the mother. So if the police are to pick him up for the rape, he already knows where it's. All that I'm saying, with a good, if they still have time, they can go and report this case now. That gentleman can be picked up. The mother can still be protected because she was. Listen, the man was the mastermind. I've seen people get off. People can commit a crime, and they can still get off because the person who made them to commit that crime, in law, they got. I'm trying to see. The word is just skipping me. Okay, where. If you are aware of certain things, this lady is afraid. She doesn't know.
Accessory to the mother.
Yeah, what's her educational?
Yeah, you are an accessory to the murder or to the crime.
So when this thing is reported, it becomes the state against this gentleman. So he won't get off, but the mother can get off. The mother might not bear a punishment.
This is the slippery slope part. You see? It happened.
That's the thing. Let me move further. Let me move because we're not doing politics anymore. And please keep your comments coming. We want you to comment on each of the moving parts because there are so many moving parts. The woman said, "What kind of embarrassment you bring to me?" So what is she talking about? Is she talking about? I'm just making a bridge. I'll come to you. I'm just making a bridge. What kind of embarrassment she's talking about? What was she afraid and not angry with the man? And because the girl said, because the girl knows she's 15, she know when her mind is angry, she will know. When she know when her mind is afraid, she will know. But the point I want to bring in, Arthur and Salif, Arthur, you can come in first on this. Why did family participate on pressuring the girl to marry? Did they even tell these family members whether this marriage thing is coming up because of the rape thing? I just have the feeling that probably the family may not even know, or the family are all into this. Money may change hands. Who is this guy? Why is he so important? Why is everybody trying to hire his butt?
Gibson, people ST point, I get it, but that's from the security standpoint. The prosecutory standpoint, everybody is in that super.
The mother could be used as a state witness.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
There's another way she can be free from this.
This is what the prosecutor going to use. It happened when she was 15. Now she's not 15, right? Even when the day happened, maybe you were afraid he would kill you and kill your girl. Maybe he lived with you for 1 week. That 1 week will be over. When you go into work, he's not with you in the car. When you go into the market, he's not with you in the car. You would have drove to the police station and say, they got rid of my daughter and he threatened to kill me, and this was my daughter in the house. The ESU, they will order SWAT team to surround that house so the children in the house will not be hurt. They will pick up that guy, detain him, and the investigation go on.
But why didn't the guy waited?
That's what I'm saying, that the mother is somewhat part of the deal, because he will not be confident to stay just like that. And I understand the test.
Why was he begging? Is it manipulating? Was it begging just because
I think the guy stayed back because if he had left, he doesn't know the conversation between the mother and the daughter and what will result from that. So I'd rather stay back and pacify them before I leave. Yeah. Because if I leave, they could just go straight to the police. They could do something. So I will stay right here. So again,
he achieved the objective.
He achieved the objective. So his presence was to inspire, to intimidate them, to talk to them, and mastermind their decision, and that's what he did. So I will stay here. He has committed a crime. He's afraid. If I leave and this woman comes and her daughter tells her, she will get emotional. They're calling police. So I will stay here and talk them into, you know what? I'm sorry this thing happened, but I will just marry your daughter. Now the
Okay,
mother,
let's get a
yes.
last reading. Let's get a last reading of this letter, and then we'll be done with the reading part, and then we will go to advisor. It's 5 minutes after 6. We've been here since 4 o'clock, and we've been 2 hours talking about this one. It looks like we don't have any political discussion today. It looks like I will stop the other program because it looks like
Tomorrow
oh,
we'll talk
letter.
politics.
We got another letter tomorrow, so
And
tomorrow part we'll just
we'll
use 30
split the
minutes.
time.
Yeah, we just use 30
Yes,
minutes
see.
for that letter, and then we'll be done. I'll give you the gist of that letter. Let me go and read the last part of this, the last reading. This letter is coming from CTM. That's her initial. We're not calling her name. She mentioned the name of the husband. She mentioned where he lives, everything. We remove all of those. And she says, "Sir, I have a very serious problem with my husband. He is the man many people he is the man many people know." So she know that the guy is a popular man. When she go in the public there and put a man name out there, there'll be a lot of disgrace coming to this guy. In 2019, I was 15 years old when my mother's friend raped me. My 20th birthday was on January 12th. So she actually 20-year-old now. He was 38 years old at the time. So if you add 5 to 38, he would be 43 now. My little brother and I usually call him Uncle, and that's the problem with people. Every time he came to our apartment, he called me my wife, and my mother would laugh. He used to hug me every time. My mom was at work when he came to our apartment. He asked for cereal. This guy playing everything. I want to eat cereal. Be man, you want to eat cereal all. And I gave it to him. When he
He's a
was done
criminal.
eating, yeah, when he was done eating, he pulled me onto his lap. And when I was passing by him, it looked like he was sitting somewhere to get past him, just pull her, when he was done eating, he pulled me onto his lap when I was passing by him. He forced me on into having sex with him. I was crying the entire time. He waited until my mom came home. When my mom came, I told her what happened. She was afraid and did not look angry. She screamed at the man, "What kind of embarrassment you brought to me?" Question. The man started begging. I told my mom that I was going to call the police. And then the second part here, the man was begging and begging. From that day, he began pressuring me to marry him so he could not go to jail. And as he said, the man's objective was clear. He didn't do it because of any reason. My mother and other family members, that's where I am concerned. My mother and other family members also pressured me to marry him. We did the court marriage. But in the last 6 months, the man who raped me, the man who was begging me not to call the police so he will not go to jail. This man is making mockery of me. Imagine, sir, he is telling me that I wanted the sex and I could not wait to marry him. I cannot stand the sight of him right now. I want to tell the police about what he did. However, I do not want to get my mom into trouble. Will she go to jail if I tell the police everything that happened? Thanks, CTM. And while we're discussing, she sent me a text. Uncle, please tell your audience that my mom is all my brother and I have. Our dad passed away. After what's your final words to this girl?
You know, SD, my senior brother, and I thank the both of you and Mr. Jeru. This is not the first time you advocate for people. You always do that. You know, this case, and I will tell my young sister that, yeah, you worry about your mom going to jail, but the primary worry you should have is your own life. Joyce Lomaga she was right. It's your own life. Because now this guy is a predator. The reason why he mugging you, because he's tired with you. That's one of the reasons. And when you make any action to say you leaving him, he don't want his secret that he orchestrated and planned so well to come out. The best thing is to kill you. It will happen. But one power you have is talking to the prosecutor asking for your mom leniency. It will happen because the prosecutor looking at rape case. There's a rape that make it criminal, but not like a violent criminal act. So they want people to report rape to them because, like ST say, half of people to report it. So when you ask for that leniency, he will grant it to you. Say, okay, we'll see what we can do for your. They might blast her, in court. They might grill her and call her a bad mother and whatsoever, but they will let her go. But that guy, if you don't go to court, if you don't go to the authority, he will do it again and again and again and again. The reason why you see him popular, maybe he get money, maybe he get influence in the community, but he's not above the law. Senator Witherspoon got money. He's not above the law. Donald Trump got money. He's not above the law. These people were in court. The judge will question them. I beg you, Mama, I know that the only person you have, but you were stronger than you think. Even for you to muster the courage to come here and say, hey, that make you the strongest person that I ever knew. So don't be afraid. Make the case. Talk to a lawyer, talk to a counselor to see what they can do before you go to the prosecutor. Because when you get to the state, now the state have the power. When I have to say that civil court, I would say, yeah, easy. It will be lawyer to lawyer, but the state will still look at the laws that are on the books. So the deal you got to make is that my life is in danger and I don't want my mom to get killed. I want my mom to be with me. I love my mom, but this thing is happening. The state will grab that guy no matter what, because the state will have somebody that will pay for the crime. It's just that when the prosecutor got greedy or when he don't care about your leniency, he might throw it out. So they guarantee that there is a little bit shaky. I don't want to lie to you. They guarantee.
Thank you very much. Let me before I go to ST, let me read the. I just took a piece just for tomorrow's story of tomorrow letter. I think that the final letter, we have 3 letters. So if you have any letter, you can send it to me. You can send it to Arthur. You can send it to ST. They will send it to me. We'll fix it and discuss it. So we have 3 letters, like I told you. So this is the final letter we have here. We hope maybe some more letters will come. Maybe from now until tomorrow, we don't know. But tomorrow, this is what we're going to be discussing. This is a snippet. My mother has been very good to me since she brought me into this world. When I came to the U.S., my half-brother from father told me that my mother wants to kill me. I stopped sending money for her. I'm confused. My mother keeps begging me for money, but I do not want to give her money because she wants to kill me. This is the story. We will give you the details of that story tomorrow. What transpired. We're not going to call names. We're not going to call the mother is in Liberia. Her half brother and her very, very close. And we'll talk about that tomorrow. How they are very, very close. And the half brother, who is from father, not her mother's son, she said her mother wants to kill her. And because of that, she stopped sending money to her mother. Her mother is suffering. Her mother is calling, begging her for money, but she says she don't want to send money to her because she want to kill her. She don't want to give her money to somebody who want to kill her. So she's confused. She don't know what to do. Mother calling, the brother calling. The brother say your mom will kill you. Your mom say, "Ma, I'm hungry or I don't get money." And all of that is happening. We don't know what is going on. So tomorrow we are going to look at that. Let's read our final comment before ST make his final comment. This one is coming from Deborah Dennis Giroux. Most of our African mothers are good at sweeping cases like that on the raw. And Joyce Wim comes back to say, Gibson, is the family paperwork up to date? Now, John, you keep bringing trouble here. Who tells you the poor immigration issue? This story has too many openings. I am worried about the girl. Now we're going to die again. We'll spend the whole time here. I refuse to spend the whole time. ST, what's your final comment on this? You are muted.
Thank you, Gibson. Based on the reading, there's so much to deduce, and we can piece those things take it piece by piece. Number one, there's a relationship between this woman and this man. Okay, because the girl said in her letter she and her sibling call him uncle. So it's somebody who always frequented their home. That's why he could come while the mother was at work and they still open the door and let him in. You know, I just recently visited somebody on Sunday and they said, oh, my children, they will not open door once I did not give them the instruction to do that. So for the fact that this guy, they call him uncle, number one, he was popular. She said many people knows him. So in the community, he's a popular guy. People know him. And then he's a friend of the mother. We don't know what the relationship was or what the relationship is, what the level of that relationship is, that they could call him uncle. You are a Liberian. For a woman's children to call you uncle, you know there's some level of relationship to the family. You're close to the family. So they always see you around. That's why they can call you uncle. They relate with you. That's why you can go there in the absence of their mother, because they know you. They are used to you. So when the mother is saying she's embarrassed, there's so many things that are involved. The relationship in the community, are they even from the same church? Do they, it's a whole lot of moving parts here. So he goes there. And then the final thing I want to bring up, she said, ever since then, the man has been putting her, the girl, under pressure to marry him, putting under pressure. You got to marry me so I stay out of jail. Now, I'm not going to be oblivious of the fact that in our African culture, we seldom go to police, we seldom go to court because of all the affiliations. There are some things Arthur would do to me now, or I do to Arthur now. And I said, no, I call Gibson, you know what Arthur did to me, I go and call the police. You, Gibson, will be the first person to say, no, my man, leave the police thing. Let handle this thing as a family. That's what we do as Africans. That's what we do. So then, okay, let us not go to the police. It will be too embarrassing for everybody. Let's solve this thing. Then the man come and lie to them and say, oh, you know what, we just married a girl. Okay, the woman, to economic reasons and other things, okay, it's a burden that will be removed from her because the guy will marry her. Now he's going to shoot her. So there were so many things. So this man masterminded the family into doing what it did. So when they still got the time to go to the police, report the case, it become a state crime, and the state, it will be this gentleman versus the state of whichever state they're in, North Dakota, Minnesota, wherever they will be. So there is, with good lawyers, I mean, the man will go to prison. Okay, so it's not late, and let people learn from this, that when these things come in, do not bargain somebody out of jail for marrying, for covering such a rape. You don't, he didn't love, she's 15, he's 38 years old. He doesn't love her. He took advantage of her. He broke so many laws, human rights violation and everything. Now he's suppressing her and then forcing her into a marriage that she's not even of the age. And now, once he got what he wanted, he thinks he's out of jail. Now he's going to put it in her face. He can still go to prison. You talking to us or you muted?
Oh, sure. Brother Shelley, while you are on, give me 30-second introspection into our tomorrow letter.
Of course. Of course.
Give me 30-second introspection. What?
Okay.
30 seconds.
So the tomorrow's
we don't know the detail yet. We don't know the detail, but what are you thinking?
What was the letter again? Just let my mind out.
Okay, let me read it. I won't give you the benefit of the doubt.
Okay. The woman.
My mother has been very good to me since she brought me into this word. When I came to the U.S., my half brother from father, told me that my mother wants to kill me. I stopped sending money for her. I'm confused. My mother keeps calling me for money, but I do not want to give her money because she wants to kill me.
Yeah. In the first place, I want to know which church that brother goes to, because these pastors have really destroyed lots of families. No, I'm a pastor and I'm telling you the truth. After laughing, these pastors, before you know it, they say, oh, your mother that wish. Arthur Solo that been helping you all this time now. Oh, your brother Arthur that wish.
And she's very, according to her letter, you will read the letter. She's very close to her half brother. She's very close. They're down there. They did things in common. He used to help her when she was in school and all of that. So it looks like he has a lot of influence on her.
He got influence and he manipulating her. So and that's why
something happened. something happened for which he said the mother want to kill with. We'll get the details tomorrow.
But I know those things come through the pastor. That brother had gone to a church, and the prophet had told him, "Oh, your sister that helping you in America, your man that wish you want to kill."
I never see a pastor talk for other pastors.
No, it's true. That's what these pastors, these prophets do. And the question that I ask them, the thing I tell them, I say how wicked these prophets, these pastors are. They are destroying families. They're not helping families.
No,
all
they are
over
not.
Africa,
They are not.
all over Africa.
Man, now just 30 seconds, man. I'm giving you no time to go.
Tomorrow.
We'll deal with it tomorrow.
After 30 seconds. 30 seconds, Arthur.
All I have to say to my young sister that even if you go to court and the prosecutor want to take your mom, I can assure you, we the community will write letters on her behalf to extricate her from that place. We can do that. You have our support. Yep. But the courage you muster to stand up, use that courage, go see the prosecutor and do it.
Okay, what's your 30-second introspection into that letter tomorrow?
I think that what I take from there, the girl, she's successful and he's not, so he's jealous.
Yeah. He's manipulating her.
Yeah.
Against the mother.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, guys. I appreciate you being here. Okay, that's thank you, brother. All right, thank you very much for bringing. Look, tomorrow is going to be a very important. Listen, you want to listen to the details of that letter tomorrow. The half brother, the things he saw, maybe he didn't understand the things he saw, and because of that, he told his sister, "Oh, your mom want to kill you. This is what I saw. This is what I saw. This is what I saw." But she really want to kill you. And so tomorrow we'll get the details out. And let's see what these things can happen in our community very easily. And thanks to those of you who made your comments here. We'll make sure that we respect your comments at all time. Thank you to Delbra and Joyce and others who continue to be following us. We thank you for your input. And my name is Gibson. Thank you and bye-bye for tonight.